You're half here? Okay, we'll get all here in like 10 seconds because then...
Shit. Okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah, do it.
Be quick, but
Do your breathing exercises. Get your mouth ready because it's going to get... There we go.
Your mouth is going to be full
Ooh.
of words.
Ooh.
Down by the seashore.
Down by the shore. Shit. All right, gotta try that again.
Are you an actor?
Is a shitty sales pitch.
Why would you sell seashells at the seashore? It doesn't mean that's
Like
lazy.
you just walk outside.
Yeah, that's just
the
lazy.
seashore has an unlimited amount
Of seashells
seashells.
on the
Have you guys ever
seashore.
been into any of the stores in Bainbridge?
Yes, because I.
No, never in my life.
Yeah,
Where
no.
do you
Charlie
think
and
I
I
got
have
the
never even
inspiration?
been to that place.
Just went to the beach house.
Oh yeah.
First time in the day.
Oh really? What'd you think?
Swanky.
It is super swanky. I used to work there.
Seriously?
Yeah. They're pretty good. Was Chris bartending?
No, it was a young miss. She we had my sister's birthday yesterday, so I got her a turkey soap.
Good. Excellent. Alrighty. So, oh hey, we're live.
Oh, didn't see you
People,
there.
howdy world.
Hey.
Something may look different to you. I don't know if you can figure it
Something
out.
may look horribly wrong.
Something may be just kind of out of
You
place.
feel like
may
a
ask
war crime is
yourself-
in progress?
Yeah, and-
You're
How
not
did I
wrong.
get
Also,
here?
this game is happening.
Also, all of the above. And the answer to that question is, of course, that our good pal, our good pal Riley is going to be a little baby GM today. This is his first time game mastering a single thing. Is that correct?
This is my first time ever.
Wow.
I want to spend it with all my friends.
Cool.
What are you doing here?
So many good jokes about
Wait, Melanie's here. but,
our
like, what are you doing
friendships.
here?
Yeah. So yeah, no, yeah.
Very unique. So you assholes have.
That's true. Riley's in the GM seat. He's in the hot seat. So I'm down here, sitting in this nice spot next to my good pal Michael, who's also here. Our eternal special guest. Almost.
Who I requested specifically.
You did. So now you have the panel of experts right here and the peanut gallery over there.
By visual description, they requested you. He didn't say, like, bring Michael. It was that guy with the glasses.
And the
it's like
hair,
Gene
right?
Wilder, but like Logan. That's how he
That
described
guy
him.
that was always really hungover every time I went to your house.
Yes.
Like 3
So-
times in a row.
Yeah, no,
More or less. So we're coming to you live from Rook and Rogue Board Game Pub here in Bellingham, Washington, as always. So my name is Tyler. I am your host, and no, not the GM this time. I got Charlie, as always. Melanie, also as always, more or less. Riley, being the GM, and Michael, our special guest.
Every time you say it,
Yes.
I quiver.
Yeah. Ooh, you get to get used to that feeling. So what are we playing today?
We are playing Kids on Bikes. It is a brand new role-playing game created by Jonathan Gilmore and Doug Lewandowski. It just recently got fully backed on Kickstarter, and the full thing's coming out in March. But they sent out an Ashcan version of the rules. So basically, it's a story that takes place in the 80s, set in a small town, back in a more mysterious age when anything could happen. So back before we had smartphones, back before we had the internet, in a more mysterious time.
Still had mutually assured destruction, though.
Of course.
There's still ever-present threat of nuclear war.
The Iron Curtain was still up.
Down?
Maybe?
The Berlin Wall was still up.
Oh, we did
yeah,
do our
Berlin
research
Wall was
as
still
well.
up. Berlin Wall came down in 89, I think, or 90,
She worked
91.
alive for.
Yeah,
Isn't
that's
the
true.
Iron Curtain just like a metaphorical?
Yes,
representation?
no, it was a
It was
real.
literally
It was a
Iron Curtain
giant
made of
curtain
chainmail.
across Europe
It weighed 300,000 tons.
per
Scrapped it
mile.
and used it to build nukes later on.
Millions
Out
of
of iron.
pigeons were smothered in the curtains.
Yeah, it was a bad time.
Well,
But yeah, essentially it's Goonies, the role-playing game, or if you prefer Stranger Things, the role-playing
I
game.
don't.
I
That's fine.
was gonna say I do, but you know.
No, hot take opinion. Ooh, yeah.
I mean, it depends on if there's like actual like supernatural stuff or not. If there's nothing really supernatural, then it's Goonies.
Then,
but
well,
like,
But what about the pirate skeleton man? That
It was a skeleton. It wasn't. it
he was,
didn't do
pirates
anything.
are real, Tyler.
Yeah. What
about
They're
when
not mystical creatures.
What about when he
They
jumped-
actually
pirate angle was
existed.
not what I was arguing.
You said what about the pirate thing?
Skeleton, pirate
Yeah,
skeleton.
with the
When he
skeleton
pulls
jump-
it up,
are also
I
real,
think you know what he's
Tyler.
talking
You
about
have
when he
one
pulls
inside of you.
when he pulls up the eye patch. It's not like he didn't have it's not like he was missing an eye. It was like it was like bone.
You
Is
didn't
that what
jump
you're
up
referring
and
to?
then shout.
No.
Wait, Tyler.
Didn't have another
The skeleton did not jump out and chunk and shout, "Rattle me bones!"
Okay, I just remembered it was the Monster Man on the boat at the end waving.
That was a mentally challenged person, Tyler.
Yeah, wait,
That was a man
that
with
was
a
just
birth
like a
defect.
yeah, that was just a regular dude. He like. Did you not remember that?
Just
was,
because
he
it's
was
the-
one of the Fratellis. Remember? He
No,
was
I
their
do-
muscle
I
in
know
his
that.
character.
Tyler,
He
just
wasn't a
because it's the
monster.
I know.
80s doesn't mean we have to be super problematic with how we play our
I
characters.
thought there was the skeleton captain was doing the waving, but it was that was.
God, that movie would have
I
been.
just remembered the movie.
Like one-eyed
Okay.
Billy going,
Yeah, sailing away. It was
Yeah.
Sloth who did it.
Don't you get that his name is One-Eyed Willie and that's a joke because it's supposed to be like a
A
dick?
penis. I get it.
Why? Don't be crude.
Sorry.
Tyler,
The
please.
dickus.
Big old dickus.
All right, so, like I said, this is a small town story. It takes place in the tiny little mining town of Perkins, Colorado in the year 1984. Now, it's a small enough town that everyone knows everyone, for better or worse. So let's get to know this gang of precocious youngsters that we're working with today.
For the term precocious.
Michael, let's start with you.
My name is Kieran Flanagan. I'm real smart, so they bumped me up a grade, which my brother doesn't like because that means we're in the
Sister.
same grade. Sister?
Yeah.
Oh, sister. Sorry.
Charlie's
He
playing a
also
lady.
doesn't like it when I refer to her as my brother. But, I mean, she's got a mustache, so I get confused sometimes. I'm going to be an astronaut someday. I'm going to work for NASA. I can't swim, but you don't need to swim in space.
Is that the best
That's it.
thing about space? Is that you
Is that
don't
you
have to swim?
There's no
God,
water
you're
there.
such a nerd.
Oh, God.
Shut up.
Lobby your bonkers. Again.
All right, very good, Michael. So, for those of you that don't know, in this game, you basically play as tropes of classic characters that you normally find in stories like this. So we've got mathletes, we've got loner weirdos, bullies,
Those are
popular
all the same
kids.
thing.
Sure, Charlie.
Ayo.
And Michael, you're the brilliant mathlete, right?
Yep.
Excellent. All right, Tyler.
Sup? My name's Ryan Silvers. I'm 12 years young. I'm new in town.
Wow.
Hero protagonist.
My dad owns this shack. You know?
What shack?
This whole place is a shack, and he owns it.
The big shack.
okay,
We
okay.
all live inside of it. It's
Yeah.
actually just.
My dad moved here to basically buy
own
out.
mining
Yeah,
town.
he owned the company of the mining company, and so we're originally from California. You know, it's a lot cooler there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was an OC character.
He's literally the Ryan of
Yeah.
this. Yeah, he's gonna
My
start
name
punching.
is literally Ryan.
That's
yeah.
troubled times, but nothing you couldn't get
Yeah,
through.
so yeah, I'm Ryan Silvers. I'm cool. I'm rich. I'm vaguely Jewish, but you
How are
know.
things with
Not too
Miranda?
Jewy.
not too-
Yeah.
not- yeah.
In true 80s fashion.
Yeah, in true 80s.
How are things with Miranda?
Miranda.
Yeah.
I as of what part of the seasons
I don't
of
know.
OC? Because
Because we recently watched
we-
all of it.
They did,
We
at least.
just got to the season 3 finale when Marissa Cooper dies.
Oh
my
Spoiler.
God!
Yo, that
Spoilers,
show's
by the
like
way.
15
OC
years old.
spoilers.
Oh my God! Like we were actually it actually kind of blew our
It's pretty
minds
good, right?
a
Because
little
you think
bit.
she's the main character and she's super
Yeah,
nerd.
yeah.
That show was off the
basically.
rails.
Dude, it was
I mean,
awesome.
it's already off the rails.
I mean,
but-
yeah.
So yeah, that's me. That's Ryan Silvers.
That's the least sounding OC character you've ever written, Tyler. You're really leaning out of it.
You
huh?
are right. You are
I'm
correct.
proud of you. Charlie?
My name's Pistol Flanagan. What's your name again? Kieran's older sister. I'm tough, rough and tumble. I wear overalls. I have a bowl cut. I have freckles. I wear coveralls instead of pants or a dress because I find utility to be the most important thing. But I also feel uncomfortable expressing myself through fashion.
Very good.
I carry a variety
What?
of weapons and other things that make me look badass. But really, I just don't like being left out. And I have such a large family that I often feel like the black sheep.
All right, cool.
I say it candidly.
Yeah. Really
In a
good.
very weird moment of.
This is the most
weird
interesting-
self-reflection and
This is the
and
most
clarity.
interesting bully archetype I've ever seen in anything, so I'm
Yeah,
excited.
well, shut your stupid mouth or I'll punch your big fat hole.
And Melanie.
Whoa.
Hi, my name is Penny Costa. I'm a scout.
Nerd.
I'm really good at scouting. At least I think so. I've got like Well, I know exactly. I have 47 exactly. I have 47 patches on my sash. I don't know Scouts. Do they have
Oh,
their
you're a
badges
Scout?
on their sash?
Tyler
Is that what
knows.
they're called?
Shut up.
Sash?
Tyler knows.
Why
No
am I
one-
looking
no
at
one
you like
needs
you know
to
any
know
of
about
this?
this.
Tyler,
I
is it a
was not a
sash?
Scout.
They got patches.
A hooligan?
Badges. They're
Badges on their. Is it a sash?
I think it's. I don't remember if it's
I
called
got
a
it,
sash.
Charlie.
It might be a sash.
I wish there was like a technical term for it.
In
I'm just
Scouts.
in
Is
Scouts.
it a belt or a sash?
Like in
Okay, it's just
England,
like
they
a
don't have
non-specific
Boy Scouts or
okay,
Girl
then
Scouts.
it's
They just
whatever
have
you want it to be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. On my
No, we need to vet this by the
on my
Boy
ribbon of
Scouts
freedom,
America.
and
Do you have your
and
old
I am
lady
a
across the
scout.
street badge?
I'm a scout because what? No, I don't have that
Do you have
yet.
your
No.
Toxic Avenger badge?
No.
Wait, which movie?
The fourth one.
No.
When did
I was
the
afraid you'd say
Toxic
the fourth
Avengers
one.
come out?
The reason that I am a scout is because on my 6th birthday, very few people showed up, and as Karen's mom says, I guess my mom didn't want to have more than one kid in therapy, so I had to do
Pick
scouts
my
then.
nose and I flick it at you.
And that's it. Oh, nature has become my religion, as I am deciding that I want to move away from the Christian faith because I'm not sure about this whole Jesus thing.
Ooh.
But
That
don't
is
tell my stepdad.
My family doesn't believe in Jesus.
Ugh, losers.
There is an excellent
You're
amount
going to
of.
hell too. Look at these idiots.
There's a great amount
Come
of
on, Karen,
preteen
don't talk to
baggage
them.
here, and I'm excited. All right. So before we get into things,
And I'm 11 years old.
Thank you. So, if you're looking at the character sheets for these characters, you see that their inventory is basically a backpack, like any kid at this age would have. Everyone, is there anything in your backpacks that you want the audience to know and be prepared
Yeah.
for?
Yeah. Why don't you go first, though?
I have a knife. Stole it from my dad. He doesn't even know. And brass knuckles. I stole this from a gas station. They totally knew. And a pack of cigarettes. I totally smoke. I don't. And a lighter for the said smokes.
Mom's gonna be so mad if she
That's
finds
it.
out you've been stealing again.
Shut up, Kieran. I'll clobber your bunkers.
Hey, Pistol, I can't help but notice there's a teddy bear drawn in your
Shut
backpack.
up. You didn't see anything at all. There's nothing in there. Shut up.
So, what I got in my backpack, I got my dad's business cards, so I can show off to all my friends. And also,
Are they his? Like,
They say my
They're-
dad's
they're
name,
him,
and
yeah,
it's his
okay.
But you
company.
cross it out.
Why do you
I wrote
Ryan?
Ryan. I wrote Ryan instead of
You're a stupid. You're quickly going from cool guy to like actual, just like super huge nerd.
Yeah, no, still cool, guys.
no, not
So
cool.
cool.
I also
Going to
got-
Harvard.
I
It's
also
like-
got this nice comb that gives me my big, nice, swoopy hair that is super cool in the 80s that all the ladies like. I also got my pellet pistol that my dad got me for my birthday. And then I also got snacks because, you know, I get peckish. I get pretty hungry. And I got my sick-ass Ray-Bans that are too big for my head but are still make me feel cool.
Make your ears kind of pop down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right, great.
That's what I got.
And Penny?
Well, I thought he would. Okay. Well, in my backpack that I have a
You what's in your backpack?
I have a Swiss Army knife that's only for when I'm camping, but I like to keep it in my backpack all the time because I think that as a scout I should be always prepared. But my dad only wants me to bring it out when I'm camping. And I have a compass, and I have binoculars, but I'm missing the strap because I lost it because I took it off and I wanted to make my own, but then I forgot to, and then I don't have one now. And also
I'm glad
I
I had that detail. That was really.
No, I like that a lot.
I really love this nervous rushing you've added to your character.
And also,
Really
I have a
takes
bag
forever
of
to do
apricots. It used to be
everything.
just, it used to be
Bag
like a
of
whole
Adderall?
apricots. Apricots. I don't know what Adderall is yet because I
you
don't think
sure?
the kids in that. No, this is clearly a girl who
Is
does
there
not have
Adderall in your
access to
apricots?
Adderall.
Not yet.
It used well actually it's interesting you say that because it used to be a bag of trail mix, but then I ate all the other snacks because I like all the crunchy stuff, but I really do not like the apricots because I don't like how they feel in my
There's
mouth.
apricots in their trail mix.
Healthy trail mix.
Well, my mom made it for me, and it had cashews originally, and also some
like
almonds,
raisins.
and also some like little crackers because I like it when she puts like those cool sesame crackers. And she thought that she wanted to add a bit of sugar into it, and so that she put the apricots. In. I don't like apricots.
What? Do you, what?
Charlie
My
is
trail mix comes
very
from a
upset.
bag.
Very
My
good.
trail mix says Mr. Planters on it. Like cashews, shitty knockoff.
They usually have like they
Says
usually have
Mr.
M&Ms.
Farm Man on it.
Someone
M&Ms,
dug all
they
the
have, like-
chocolate chips out of my trail mix. Those bastards.
Okay, so it's what's in your backpack, buddy?
Go ahead, Kieran.
Gimme.
No. I've got my Star Wars comics because I have to keep them in my backpack. Otherwise, Pistol cuts out all of the pictures of Darth Vader.
That monster.
Making a collage. Mom said I could be creative too.
And I have my homework and my books and my
your homework.
notes for the.
I need to
No,
copy it because we're in the same grade because I was held back one year.
no.
Good way of establishing that.
Nice to really remind the audience that you were held back one year and
They
that
need
that's
to
like
know.
a huge part of your character.
And
Very insecure about it.
That's true.
I've got my slide rule so that I can do
Give me that so I can
calculations
break
if
it.
I need to. And I've got my rosary in case I need to ask for help from the Virgin Mary.
That's stupid. Ryan doesn't even believe God exists. Did you know that?
What?
Random
No,
fact I'm
that.
just sharing. It's like that's
What?
No, I don't believe it.
You were just nosediving into your character.
That's what
Well,
kids
that's
do.
because he's from California. Dad
Yeah.
says everyone in California is going to hell.
Yeah.
Everyone.
See, and
don't
that's
be-
why I'm
my
not
family
sure
doesn't
how I
believe
feel
in
about the
hell.
whole Jesus thing. I think I'm
Look
really
how
just gonna
cool
look to
they are.
nature for like my religious experiences. Like I think that's what I need to do.
Don't worry, Kieran. You're going to hell too.
No, I'm not. I pray
you
all
totally
the time. No, shut up. You're going to hell.
I don't
Yeah, but I'm
know.
gonna beat the devil.
So
That was not his girlfriend.
Thus concludes
You're like, oh, what's
us
up?
listing the items in our backpack.
Okay,
That was-
Yeah.
Jeez. All
You're
right.
going to hell. And I'm going too, but I'm gonna kill the devil.
Okay, let's put a pin in that
Can't
one.
kill
So
the
wait,
devil.
hold on
Only
a second.
Jesus can
Let me
kill
see.
the devil.
So
I'm
you're
better
you're
than Jesus.
13, right?
Yeah.
But you were held back a grade.
Yeah.
You're 11, but you skipped a grade.
So neither of you should be in 7th grade, but you
No.
both are.
We're in
you'd
the
be
same
in.
grade.
You'd be in.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. And then how old are you?
I'm 11.
Okay, so you're the only one that's not in the same grade as us, because I'm 12 and I should be in the grade that I'm in, and they're like they.
We're on either side of the.
Yeah.
So you're 1 year younger.
So yeah, you're
Yeah,
in,
I
you're
am.
in 6th grade. We're
Well,
all
I'm
in
actually like
7th.
8 months younger, but I was born in
Dumb
September,
boy
so
who
like I
gets it
didn't.
wrong.
No, I was born in September. That's why I'm in this grade.
Oh, so you got
Oh,
your grade.
I get
know
it.
how that goes.
Oh, then that would make me a 7th grader.
Yeah, we're all 7th graders then.
Oh, so I guess I'm. Yeah, we're all 7th graders.
Yeah.
7th grade is the worst year in the world. No,
Ida,
Yeah.
I hate to interrupt you, Melanie, but we've got more stuff we have to take care of before we start the game.
Okay, what do we need to do, boss
Beat
man?
up,
All right.
What's your name?
So,
I beat up Penny.
now to add a little bit of flavor to your character interactions, you're going to choose a little bit of a complicated question you have to answer about the person to your left. You can choose for it to either be a positive thing or a negative thing.
are you gonna roll for that?
I am going to roll for that. So, Penny, do you want to answer something positive or negative about Pistol Flanagan and in your relationship to him?
No, positive. Positive.
Positive?
Stop that. Why are you doing that?
I don't know. I'm literally just putting my thumb up and
Up
down.
and down.
Okay, so positive.
I'll do positive.
All right. So we've
Yeah.
got a 19.
Whoa, low on the list.
So, Penny, what's your first memory of this character?
You get to tell.
So I ride the
narrative.
same bus as Pistol, and nobody was sitting next to Pistol on the first day of school, and so I sat next to Pistol, and it really had nothing to do with me feeling bad for her because she was sitting alone. It just really had to do with the fact that that was the only seat left on the bus, and so I sat next to her. And I asked her if she was excited about her first day of school outfit, and she said, "I guess, whatever." And then she said, "Shut the heck up." And then, well, she didn't say heck, but I'm censoring that for everyone. And that was it, kind of, but it was okay.
Neat.
Thanks.
Pistol.
Could've
Something
been a
positive.
negative or a
Something
positive.
positive or something negative about Ray Silvers.
Ryan Silvers.
Ryan Silvers.
About Ray J. Yeah.
left and right.
About Mr. Seacrest. Let's do positive.
Positive. Okay.
If I wanted to go through the effort of popping my collar, I would, but I have to unbutton like these little like.
Tablets.
Pistol.
little
What is the kindest thing that Ryan Silvers has ever done for you?
He said he liked my freckles and didn't mind my gap teeth.
Hey, yeah, you got
That
some
is
nice
so
freckles
sweet.
there.
Are you
Not
literally
bad
just
gap
like the
teeth.
kid on the front of the Mad magazine cover, but you're a girl?
No, I have a bowl cut.
Oh God.
All right.
I think we probably all have bowl cuts, don't we?
Yeah, 'cause
There's
you guys.
8 children. They can't afford a barber for all of us.
My dad can afford a barber
The
anytime
only
he
one who
wants.
doesn't have a bowl cut is the wee baby Seamus because he's literally
he has
an
no
infant.
hair. He's the wee baby.
we keep him in the bowl.
His name's not even Seamus, but we just call him that.
He has to earn a name.
That's just what everyone in town calls whatever the newest Flanagan child
It's
is.
the wee baby
They
Seamus.
gotta earn their name.
The wee baby Seamus.
People,
I'll have
Oh
to
yeah, the
round it.
Flanagans popped
80s
out another wee
Colorado
baby
is
Seamus.
racist as hell.
Can I get beer and a soup?
Hey, Ty,
All
can
right.
we both eat half of our
Ryan
desserts and then, like,
Silvers.
Let's see.
Something positive or something negative about old Kieran Flanagan?
Ooh. Everyone's doing positive.
You should
but I
probably go
wanna-
negative. I
Go
want to
negative.
switch.
I know, but I wanted-
negative list.
I did hoping you would do negative.
Okay.
Because you're
I've been
popular.
extremely negative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have some ideas about positive stuff between the two, but let's do negative. Let's do negative.
Let's see. That's a 19 again, so let's add some variety.
16.
10.
These dice are loaded with
This
plastic.
GM cheats.
Yeah, these hacks.
Tyler,
Yo,
what is this character doing that's putting you both at risk?
let's build at risk. Oh well, well you see, Kieran's a real smart dude. You know, he's one of the smartest guys in my class, even though he is younger than me. But I can respect that. So we've been doing some study sessions together. You know, where he does the studying, and you know, and I help out. I write down the notes. You know, on my piece of
Write down
paper.
The answers that
But,
Ivy tells me to write down.
Yeah, but Kieran's been kind of talking about it to the teachers, and that's not real good for me, you know.
But I don't want him to
Dig?
get found out because I have a crush on Ryan, but like an irrational one that like a 13-year-old would have. That
Sure.
doesn't really make any sense. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll like slug him in the arm.
Yeah, you're like Angelica.
He has
from
radical
Hey
hair,
Arnold.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Hostile.
Yeah.
Like kind of
His hair's so big.
He's
So,
good
yeah.
at pull-offs and his radical hair.
So, yeah, Kieran
I hate
and
my
I-
dad.
Kieran and I's got a good thing going, but I don't want it to end.
Quit
but
taking
he's
advantage of my
put into
brother, but
risk.
keep doing it so I can keep seeing you.
We're just friends, you know.
Wait, why do you go over to their house and why don't you have everyone over to your big ass mansion? Like, why isn't that what's
Because
happening?
he doesn't actually have a big ass mansion. That's
All
the
right.
secret.
No, I do.
Kieran.
It's big.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Something positive or something negative about Penny?
Negative.
Negative.
No, I've done everything right.
Yeah, so somebody needs to take you down a peg.
Kieran, what was Penny's role in the worst day of your life?
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. I remember this. This is why I
I'm
don't
the
like him.
best. Wait, hold on.
No,
Maybe you're not as good as you think you are.
1980s
Penny.
voice.
Stevie
No,
Lapidus.
Penny is not the best because the worst day of Kieran's life was when somebody, we're not going to name names, but somebody put a glue bomb in his locker and it exploded and ruined every single bit of work that he had done for the Science Olympiad. And he was so covered in glue that they had to strip him naked and wash all of the glue off in the nurse's office. And somebody, not going to name names, told the entire school, and they all went to the nurse's office, and they all poked their head over, and they watched and while he was getting whisked off, and they laughed at him, and then he didn't even get to go to the Science Olympiad because the bus left while he was getting the glue washed off of him.
And you know what else that I recall about this after the last time we talked about this, because we have a connection as a family. I have something to add with what happened.
Penny was
Because
laughing
He
too,
missed the
by the
Olympiad.
way.
He was the only student that had any shot of actually going to college. He was going to get a scholarship, a free ride to Colorado State as a result of this. We're a family.
Not the
of 9.
Colorado School of Mines.
And
We're
what
a
role
family of
did
9.
in
We're all
seventh
working in the
grade?
goddamn mines when we grow up, but he
In
had
like
a way
6th,
out.
7th grade.
gonna
he
hit the
got
brakes
a
on
mine
scholarship.
is a
second
engineering
degree.
school.
He missed it because of this event by a particular someone, and since then I've harbored a secret grudge.
Penny, why'd you do that?
Was Penny
I
the
didn't do it.
someone?
I
Ryan-
did
Ryan
it. I
wants
put the
to
glue bomb in
know.
his locker, but it's only because I wanted to win the Science Olympiad,
You
and
weren't
I
even
wanted.
entered.
I was in it. I was the second alternate.
Absolutely was there.
I was the first alternate, and I wanted to be in it, and I wanted to show everybody that I was so good at it. And
I like our
and
story just
and,
becoming Degrassi, but like,
and
God, the game
And,
hasn't even started yet.
and yes,
Jesus.
sure, I made the glue bomb, but that doesn't mean that I told everyone to go to the school office. How would I have told everyone? Because I was already on the bus. I was definitely hurt.
unbelievable.
Jesus.
Only I can bully my brother.
So I'm
That's what
saying
she was saying.
I'm saying that you
were
did that. I'm saying you
bullying
told
him.
everyone to go to the
I
office.
All
did
right.
that.
So,
Disgusting.
in the interest of moving things along, we're just going to do one more of the opening steps before we get into the game.
Cool.
So,
What time is it?
Time enough.
I don't know.
7:20.
So
Time's an
anyway,
illusion.
so along
Game
with
time, doubly so.
along with these basic rules for kids on bikes before the full game gets released, I got here a
Fitbit.
module that they put out. I'll wait till everyone's paying attention.
Sorry.
You
Yes.
gotta
Yes,
ship
Ryan.
one. That's too bad.
So,
And you're right.
The
His
full
parents are
game
so
is-
wealthy.
All right. Let's listen to Riley.
So the full game is not out yet.
Okay.
But in the interest of giving people some chance to play around with the basic rules, they sent out a module that is based around the Christmas season. So we've still got a little bit of Christmas
Timely.
magic left before we have to usher in the dark, cold grasp of January.
Ooh, it's all the cold of winter without the fun of
you,
Christmas.
it's January.
It's actually called a Colorado winter, this module.
Oh.
The holiday season in Colorado is always magical.
It's cold.
Being in the mountains, there's always snow, and the skiers passing through give the town a good financial bump right before the holiday bills start coming in. Yes?
Who here has actually been to Colorado?
I was literally just in Colorado 2 days ago.
Okay, cool.
Even before the
went
winter
through Colorado
recess,
once.
students wake up each morning to a surprise. Is it going to snow enough that school will be closed? Usually that means about half a foot or more. Coloradans are tough. Even if school is open, Mr. Gretsch, the gym teacher, usually lets you have a snowball fight for gym class.
Mr. Grinch.
Much to the dismay of Principal Smith. No relation to the John Smith the middle school is named after. I think. Yes, it's the most wonderful time of year. But it does get dark earlier, and it's very cold out. The winds howl, and it seems like maybe other things are howling in the wilderness too. And this is the time of year when all those kids went missing 5 years ago, vanishing from their homes mysteriously in the middle of the night. But that won't happen again, right?
No.
So one last question before we get into things. Each of you has
the
to
coolest?
say, what rumor have you heard about Perkins during the winter months?
Is Perkins a place?
Perkins, Colorado is your town.
Right. At least track of things, you know. Being the oldest. A lot of important business to attend to.
So who would like to start
Being
with one of the
13.
rumors?
A rumor about
So I'm not saying any of this is true, but
I heard
my
that no one can get pregnant except for our
Wait.
family in this town.
And only during the winter season.
And only during the winter.
well, I heard this from my
It's called
cousin.
the Perkins Percolator.
And she's not even from Perkins, so I don't know how she knows this, but she knows it. She says that the guy down at the gas station, the guy who works at the counter,
The one I
she
stole
says
the
that,
brass knuckles from.
yep, him. They don't even sell him there.
I just stole them from him. They were his.
Right out of his hand.
He howls to the moon in the wintertime, but only in the wintertime. Nobody knows why. But that's probably not true.
Sorry, what was the first half of that, Melanie? I didn't. Charlie was distracting me.
Oh, my cousin who doesn't live here, who was just visiting, said that the guy down at the gas station howls at nighttime, but only in the
cool.
winter
So the guy-
time.
okay, I like that.
But my cousin told me that's probably not true.
Yo, so, I mean, like, I haven't been here super long, so I don't really know the ins and outs of the lore of this place. But back at my back at my middle school in
elementary
California,
school,
we
really.
talked about the El Chupacabra, and about
California, where you from?
yeah, well, I'm South California, Southern SoCal.
Idiot.
Where in SoCal?
So
Just outside SoCal.
yeah. It's in a nice place. You wouldn't have heard of it. It's too nice for
Oh,
for,
shit.
you know,
Oh.
Colorado people.
Yowzers.
But we talk about El Chupacabra all the time, and so one of my friends at the middle school said, "Hey, watch out for the mountain chupacabra. The mountain chupacabras are all over the place in Colorado." And I said, "Nah, it's too cold for chupacabra." And he said, "No, not for mountain chupacabras. Mountain chupacabras have hair." So
Oh.
yeah, that's what I heard.
For staying warm.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
Brutal.
yeah.
And Kieran?
I heard that back when people were still settling this town, during the winter, one of the pioneers went crazy, and he killed a whole bunch of the other pioneers, and then he stuffed them into snow, and so they thought that they were snowmen, so they didn't find them until the spring when everything thawed, and by then the guy had already disappeared into the mountains, and nobody knows where he is, and sometimes he comes back and he kills people and puts them in snowmen.
Kieran, that happened last year.
Why didn't you
still an
catch
open
me,
minute for
policeman?
it.
That's
I
really
left all the
insensitive,
clues.
Kieran. Oh, God. All right, great. What a very
Pioneers used to
interesting
ride
town we
rocks,
have.
but only in the winter.
All right.
Karen, this is supposed to be a fun thing, and now you're making it a weird thing.
What? Your thing is weird too.
Yeah, you're thinking.
All right,
what?
gang.
At least it's actually about the town instead of some stupid Chipotle thing
Chupa thing.
from California.
There's
Hey,
no Chipotle's in
chupacabras.
California, Penny.
I think
There actually are.
I think there are.
I think it's where, isn't that where it's from?
Chipotle? I mean, it makes sense.
Unless it's
Anyway.
East Coast.
So, who's ready to get
Okay.
this holiday
It's
blitzkrieg underway?
Holiday Blitzkrieg.
War on Christmas?
You heard me.
A lightning war on Christmas.
All right.
Silent
Melanie?
night, crystal night.
Actually, Charlie already answered the question for me. A nice version of Silent Night plays
Uh-oh.
as the
It's not a
camera,
nice version.
and a nice winter flurry blows in front of the camera as it zooms in on the town square
What
of
camera?
Perkins, Colorado.
the mind's eye camera.
Jerry Maguire
Yes.
can't wait. What is that show? Truman Show.
The storefronts are all decorated with glowing, glittering lights, and the bronze statue of town founder Obadiah Perkins has been decorated
yours
with a
now.
Santa cap and a large burlap sack
Oh, you can
zip
have it
tied
too.
to the rifle flung over the statue's
That's for
shoulder.
you.
Oh,
Should
Yeah,
I
you said it
wait?
smelled good.
No, they're trying to decide who gets the brownie.
Okay.
I'll just finish my tiramisu.
Nearly everyone in town is here, drinking eggnog and a special Miller Beans peppermint mocha. You just
in
got out of
unison, just like
That's great. You all just got out of school for winter break, and everyone knows
Hell
what
yeah.
that means. As soon as that last bell of the day rings, you all head on downtown to
everyone dies.
to take part in the very merry Perkins Christmas Festival.
Ooh.
Everyone is celebrating the merriment of the season. People in Perkins love Christmas. It is the best time of year.
Psh, whatever.
So much so that it's been incorporated very heavily into the school curriculum. The final, right before kids get out for winter break and before they come back for the next year, is that they have to put together something special for the Christmas festival.
Family doesn't even really believe in Christmas.
I mean, looking around, you see everyone celebrating. You see the choir singing versions of Jingle Bells. You
So
see
lame.
the theater kids doing a very odd interpretive dance, and they're dressed as Christmas packages
Also
and Christmas trees.
Super
Well,
lame.
it might be lame, but a large percentage of your final grade is dependent on what special project you brought to the table for this very merry Perkins Christmas Festival.
Lame.
So,
Kieran, do my
gang,
homework for me.
what
No,
was
Kieran's doing my
your
homework.
VMPCF project?
I mean,
so much.
wait.
Yeah, Kieran, what was our VCMPF project? We were partners, right? Yeah, what would
Kieran,
we do
my
again?
homework. I'll do your homework, Ryan.
He's doing my homework.
No.
No, it's okay, sweet cheeks. Don't worry
Dad
about
says that the most
Shut
important
up! And I punch you in the nipple.
the
Oh,
most
wonderful.
important thing about
virtue.
Christmas is that we
Get lots of presents, I know.
remember the birth of Jesus, and that it's about the birth of Jesus. So
God, he wasn't
I,
even actually born in December.
So I got some star charts, and I found I triangulated the location of the Star of Bethlehem
It's called the North Star. It's in the north. Duh.
in when Jesus was born,
All right,
1,984 years ago.
Mr. Kinnaman,
To the day.
your homeroom
When
teacher.
the world was created.
Mr. Kinnaman, the homeroom teacher, takes a look at your star charts, and he is very, very impressed.
Thanks, Mr. K.
Yeah.
I might go do
But he looks over at Ryan, and he kind of has a dubious look on his face, and he looks back at Kieran,
He sees that you also have star
and he thinks
charts.
he knows, but it's Christmas, and we're in Perkins.
Cheating is okay.
Mr. Kinnaman,
Wow.
Pistol, Mr. Kinnaman is walking towards you and your project now. I
Yes,
hope it's
what did I
ready.
I built a graham cracker or a gingerbread house out of brownies. It's like super crude. It's like a mud.
The roof didn't really even work. It's just kind of
It's like
caved
30
in.
pounds.
Okay,
It's just wet.
so
Did you bake the brownies yourself?
I tried.
okay.
It's just brownie batter with like burnt crust.
Did Mama help at all, or is it just
She
all
was too
you?
busy nursing baby Shane. I tried to get Dad to help me, but Dad
no.
said he won't have any of that fairy shit happening.
All right.
Some of it is the consistency
Okay.
of pudding. The other is the consistency of sponge.
Yeah, it's like sponge pudding and then like a brick.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know
In
how
the
you make
center where they meet, the sponge absorbs the
it's
pudding.
like a keystone. It's perfect.
So let's talk about how stats work in this game, shall
Like a
we?
Yeah, let's do that.
volcano
So-
erupted in a middle school.
So this is a pretty streamlined game. The stats are as follows: there's brains and brawn. So
I got
how
both.
book smart a
Brains.
character is versus how physically tough a character is.
I'm muscle smart.
Fight and flight, so how good a person is at
Oh.
tumbling, or how fast a person is at running away.
Okay.
Tumbling.
And charm and grit, how socially adept a character is, or how hard it is to break a character emotionally or physically.
Jesus.
I would
From middle
like.
schoolers.
How hard is
break
it to
you
break
emotionally.
this child?
So, Charlie, I'm going to give you a roll.
Okay.
So,
I don't have any dice.
here we go.
Okay.
So, oh wait, hold on, wait, what? So what do you want to do here?
Oh, how am I?
Okay,
how am I
okay,
justifying this
look, hold on, wait.
travesty?
So
muscle,
I'm gonna
it's just
level
straight
with you.
up packing it, just
I'm gonna
pounding
level
it into.
with you. This thing is
Firecrackers.
okay. I'm gonna level
Start
with
crying,
you
start
because
crying,
I don't
it's
want
the
to
only
lie
way
to
to do
you.
it.
This gingerbread monstrosity is the most hilarious goddamn thing Mr. Flanagan has ever seen. So you get to choose which of your stats you want to use in order to kind of convince him not to start laughing at you and to give you a passing grade on your project.
Okay. I'm gonna. Okay, so I want to use the one with the highest number, right?
Cry. Just cry. Just start
Occasionally,
crying.
yeah.
I mean, always, if I can.
No, don't fight him. Wait, no.
Okay,
I'm gonna fight him.
here's the thing.
Square up, Mr. F.
Look, mister, I'm gonna clobber your fucking bankers. It's my catchphrase. People are like, I don't know where you got that from or what that is.
Okay, so
No television show
Okay,
has
so
that.
using whichever stat you want to use, describe to me what it is you do.
Okay, so I can't charm him because I'll just like end up like speaking in tongues or something.
I
can't
really
use my
think
brain.
you should
I
just
don't-
cry. Just cry.
No, I don't cry. I start punching it into a shape to try and get it to resemble like the pole at the North Pole.
So you're fighting it.
Yeah.
You're gonna fight this.
I'm guessing that's a D20,
Mound.
right?
Yeah.
All right. Good luck.
11.
How'd he
did
do?
it.
How'd he do,
That's
Doc?
Okay, so as he's watching you punch it, like half of his face is glossed over with kind of like a mixture of fear and concern, and the other half is just like twitching up, and he says, "Press!" And then he runs as fast as he can away from you before he starts bursting into hysterical
It's like my
laughter.
chocolate-covered fish. And I go, yes.
I hope that's how you act around certain kids, Riley.
Oh, always.
Good.
Okay, so while Mr. Flanagan is busy trying to pull himself together, Miss Phoebes is going to be in charge of checking out Penny's project.
So
Penny, what you do?
I took all of the different types. I took the 5 most popular types of Christmas trees, and I examined the location and where they are from, and I decided that I talked about what are the most positives and most negatives of each type of Christmas tree, and I've got I've got 5 different branches from 5 different Christmas trees, and I have deduced that the Douglas fir is the best one to use in
Can
the
I start
Colorado
trying
climate.
to light one of the trees on fire since I brought a lighter to school? I'm a bully. Sounds like a bully thing to do.
Okay, I'm gonna say fight, and this is
What's-
gonna be a hard one because
more of like
that
a-
will most certainly get you arrested.
That's like an evil thing to do.
And
I don't like Penny.
the
Penny-
thing is
Penny
that
fucked
when I
over
was
my
in
brother
when I
and
was in
our
my
chance
dad's
of
when I was in my dad's
Yes,
backyard,
smart.
So
I
before-
cut down a lot of the
Charlie,
trees.
don't-
16.
Before you say it,
Okay.
so Miss
late.
Phoebes is very impressed, and she quickly writes down all the information on her palm
So she
because she
knows.
has a
Burn the notebook too.
No, because
Wait,
she has
burn her
a,
hand.
she has a monstrous crush on Mr. Oakley, who runs the Christmas tree depository downtown, like the only place that sells Christmas trees in the town.
That's my dad. That's my dad, Mr. Oakley. I took my mom's last name because she's a feminist.
Excellent. All right, so what'd you get, Chuck?
16.
This is not my beer.
Okay. I'm going to say that. Okay, which tree do you choose to light on
The
fire?
Douglas fir, because she said it was the best one.
Okay.
It's the best one for Colorado
That's
Corner
what
because
I
it's all.
heard.
Okay, so Penny is just beaming up, and Miss Phoebes says, "Thank you, ma'am." There's whoa, and she turns behind her, and
Why is it so dry?
she no.
made
Penny's
out
been
of
taking
toothpicks.
very good care of these trees, but a good portion of the water sloshed out as she was moving the trees over. However, it's kind of mixed in a weird way, so like only the smaller half of the Douglas fir was dry. So it's like so only
like a little bit of the way.
small portion got lit on fire. But then the flames leapt over to the tree that happened to like take the worst of the water, and that thing's just gone. It's like a small smoke cloud just and Miss Phoebes just kind of grins, and
Why did you douse your trees with
but
lighter
she
fluid?
always comes prepared, and she has a little
Another
gold
Christmas
star
tree.
sticker and
it on
taps it
forehead?
on the banner right next to like a blank spot.
Gold
This
star.
This didn't set off like the fire alarm.
No,
It's
it's
the 80s.
It's
Fire
the
alarms don't
80s.
exist.
Fire
Got
alarms
it.
are illegal
When
in
were
the
you
80s.
born again?
So
70s, I
Reagan says
imagine.
the free market will tell us if we have a fire or
It
not.
will.
Reaganomics.
So defying
It's a
my
trickle-down
wildest
sprinkler system.
expectations, you all passed your project. Congrats.
Sorry, I had an economics tangent.
Defying my wildest expectations, you all passed your project.
We did it! Yay!
We're
80s
model
high
students.
five.
So your project was near the back of the line, so things are starting to wind down, but still, everyone's having a blast at this festival. It is the best time of year, and
Whatever.
it's a great way to start off winter break.
Stupid
So
holiday.
right
Why can't we
now-
do Hanukkah?
So right now, you're all in kind of the
Yeah,
I
central.
was gonna say Quantico, like the place.
Yeah, why can't we celebrate Quantico?
Why can't we celebrate Sicario, the movie starring Benicio del Toro?
Jesus. So
Why can't we
anyway,
celebrate with stripper?
I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you, Riley. So is Michael.
so everyone in town is gathered on the promenade together, and
precipice.
you're kind of near the back, just because it's been a long day and you've kind of had to stick by your projects before you could give them. So you haven't been able to travel around the festival that much, but you still kind of have some time of goofing around before the festival dies down. Is there anything you all want to do before things start coming
Is
to
there
a
anything
close?
to look at?
Well, you're looking around and you see that a lot of other people have put together gingerbread displays that are much more,
Not brownies.
I was going to say,
Gingery?
traditional.
Okay.
So it's we're inside. Where are we? Where are we?
Oh,
located?
you're in the middle of the town square. So like
Town
in
square,
kind of
okay.
the park in the middle of
Okay.
town.
Are we? Is it nighttime?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
or
so-
at least, so you just got
evening.
out of school, but it's in
Right,
the middle of the
it's-
winter, so it's going to get dark.
It's gonna be pretty dark. So I just realized that the answer to that question didn't matter to Ryan because he's still wearing his sunglasses regardless. He's gonna find. Ryan's gonna be in the most secluded, but also like most
Visible,
visible.
yeah.
Secluded spot to kind of lean up, hand in pockets, like kicking my feet out, just leaning up against the thing, looking cool. Just,
All right.
Ever desperate, I sidle up next to him and I offer him one of my crumpled cigarettes from my busted bag of smokes that I stole from my dad.
Okay, first off,
I
Tyler, roll your charm.
Oh,
What's your
damn.
charm die?
my charm is. I'm pretty sure it's a D20. It is a D20
Okay.
plus 1 because it's a kid
Oh,
thing.
that's right, because you're a
There
kid.
it is. Thank you.
Wait, but I'm a kid. Mine's not that.
I rolled a 5, so a 6.
Okay, as you kick your feet out, you realize that there is an icy patch
Oh, no.
right at your feet. So you slip and you don't fall on your ass, but you
I don't know
skid
if that's-
like a good, like a fourth of a foot,
Uh-huh.
and you're against one of those walls that's kind of made out of like the scratchy gack stuff. So it's like,
Oh no.
So that sucked. And you notice only a couple people noticed, so you kind of shove your hands back in your pockets, just
Yeah.
I couldn't eat all of it.
Nothing happened. Still wearing my sunglasses so they can't see I'm kind of tearing up a little bit.
just a little bit.
Just a little bit, but I'm good. I'm okay. I'm cool.
Crystal, do you want to offer got some cigs?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
were
I
saying?
sat up next to him and I offered one of the crumpled up cigarettes from a pack of.
It's Marlboro.
American
No,
Spirit.
it's gonna be Marlboro Rose.
Yeah. Without really looking, Ryan's like, no thanks. McGruff says no, and
Like-
he says,
Okay, I rescind the pack and I say fucking tool and I walk away.
I'm walking towards Ryan, but I see Pistol over there, and I quickly change directions and
say,
look for the
"Penny!"
mayor to do some
Oh,
networking.
Penny! I call out to Penny.
Oh, and I'm like looking around, like, oh, I'm so busy.
What's
I'm,
your charm? Okay.
My
so-
charm is 10 plus
All
1.
right. Let's roll to see if the others notice you doing a complete 180.
Yep.
Oh god.
roll 1.
Not only do they notice, but you're also standing on an icy patch. So what's supposed to be a 180 turns into a 360
Yeah.
and then a 180. It's like, and then you catch your balance, and then you go. And Pistol and Ryan see the whole thing.
I walk up behind because I'm faster and bigger because girls grow at different rates,
That's-
but they generally grow faster than boys.
They do.
But I grew faster than Penny, so I.
You're also
put
like 2
one
years on her.
ape-like arm over. I'm like, oh hey Penny, and you do that. I'm like, hey Penny, you want to smoke?
No.
I take a cigarette and I like crack it open. I just like smear it in her mouth, just like.
Oh my god! Wait, hold on. I'm gonna say roll fight to see if that works.
Oh no, Nick! Oh wait, I was here.
16.
60. Yeah, that definitely
Nick
works.
can be absorbed in any part of the body.
Yeah,
It gets
Ken.
right up here in your gums too.
Ew.
These
Are
are
you-
80 cigarettes.
Ugh.
Penny's mind like
Mostly
automatically goes
asbestos
back
at
to like
this point.
watching her great uncle like die of mouth cancer and like
Awesome.
Why was she just
all
watching the
the
whole
Smokey
time?
the Bear commercials were like only you can prevent wildfires. Like everything bad that she's ever heard about the tobacco industry.
Dare. Moms against drunk driving.
Exactly, because I'm always like such
Oh,
a
that's
feminist.
Wait, no, that's mad.
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 It's a real thing.
There's Dare and there's
Mad.
Mad.
Okay, I believe you.
There's Dare and Mad.
Dare
Mad.
to be
Mike, is
mad.
Kieran doing anything?
I'm gonna go over to Harvey's
Don't
toy
copy
store
that floppy.
and look at the Star Wars toys that they have on the display in the window, and feel sad because I can't get any because they're really expensive, and the only toys that I ever get for Christmas are the toys that Patrick Jr. Doesn't play with anymore, so they're all from like the 70s.
I feel empathy for
Damn.
his thing. These are the Kenner toys, I imagine, from that time period.
Oh, yes.
Which retailed for around $5.
Hey, did you just see that documentary, The Toys That Made Us?
No.
Great documentary. They mention Kenner toys
I
a
just
lot.
know about Star Wars figures.
Yeah, because Kenner was adopted by Hasbro.
Yeah.
And I scrounge all the change out of my back thing, which is about $5.93. And I hold it out to, what's your name again? Kieran. Okay. Kieran, you tell anybody about this? Clobber your bonkers. I shove the money into his
Wait,
fist.
he's literally the
Yeah.
worst bully character right
Oh, it's a
now.
very she's a very
I
complex
would argue
character.
that this is the best bully character I've ever seen.
So
She's
I-
got some familial love.
I give him the money, but I tell him if he tells anybody that I did it for him, I'm clobber's bonkers.
Clobber is bonkers good,
He's
I
gonna be
imagine.
real clobbered.
Super clobbered.
What?
With
Get
that-
whatever stupid nerd doll you want.
Oh, wait, where did you even get all this money from?
Don't worry
It's like
about it.
$5.
Don't worry about it.
Super stole it from his parents. Like it's super
Or
her
from-
parents.
Keep using
Lunch
it
Stole
money.
from dad's, yeah.
Idiots.
Lunch money too, you know,
Yeah.
from
Oh,
other
Yeah,
people.
Right.
saving
Other
lunch
kids,
money
I take
and
it
says,
for
"Oh, I don't
money.
eat lunch. I just smoke a cigarette."
Yeah.
It's my mom used to do in high school. Wow, I'm so cool.
Is that why you're the way you are?
Was she
So-
like in high school smoking cigarettes while she was pregnant with Melanie?
I don't know.
So,
There's-
guys, one thing.
Nah, my
on
mom
this.
waited.
I'm gonna buy a Darth Vader figure.
Ooh.
I go, good choice.
Wait,
Let's
that
go with
Darth
stupid
Vader-
doll.
So when you get that
And
Darth
then I'm
Vader
going to give that
figure,
Darth Vader figure to Pistol.
Such a nerd. But like, I take it and put it in my backpack next to the teddy bear.
oh.
Just let me play
So
with
there
it
is a
too
teddy
if I
bear.
want to, okay?
Fine.
Okay.
All right, great. So one thing I forgot to mention, whenever you fail a roll, you get an adversity token. And when you have those adversity tokens, you can choose to cash them in at any time.
Have I ever failed a roll? Why are you giving me a token?
I think we start with
You
something.
totally botched that roll on the gingerbread house, Chuck.
What? Which one?
Just by a little bit.
What?
By trying to punch it into submission, it didn't
It
work.
looked like it worked to me.
Okay, so all 3 Star Wars
So I
movies have been out by this time.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right.
It's 80.
84.
I was hoping you'd buy a
84.
Bosk figure.
Boss. a Porkins
Slap it out of
figure.
him like, stupid idiot.
Okay, so
You
things
chose
are starting to
wrong.
wind down when all of a sudden you hear, "Hey guys, how's it going?" And you look, and it's Shop Class Billy.
Shop class
So
Billy.
Shop Class
At
Billy
least it's not Oliver.
is this
Yeah, fucking
beanpole
Oliver.
kid
Even
with
I know
a
who
really
Oliver
short
is.
blonde haircut and huge Coke bottle glasses. And he's called Shop Class Billy because this kid is a fucking
shit in
whiz.
shop class.
No, this kid is a whiz in the shop class. Like
Hey, it's
anything.
whiz in the
No. And he's very talented
He's
in
so
building
good he
things.
peed himself. Like
My mom
sawing
says Billy's parents are getting divorced, so I have to be nice to him.
Well, yeah.
My dad says that Billy's parents are getting divorced, so they're all going to burn in hell.
Well, yeah. No, it's different because his.
My
okay,
dad's
his-
having sex with Billy's mom, so that's why they're getting a
Well,
divorce.
that says Billy. It's gay. It's a whole thing.
Guys, I'm standing right here.
Oh, hey, Shop.
Hey, Billy.
I was just gonna ask how your festival projects
What's your
went.
best seat, Bill?
It went great, didn't it, Karen?
Yeah, it was really good.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Hey, Billy, did you try to get a bunch of girls to kiss you under the mistletoe again like last year?
No, I learned my lesson. But check out my festival project. Mr. Kahneman really liked it. And
It's one of those stupid woodpecker things that dips into the.
But has a
no,
Santa beard on it.
no, it's a fruitcake trebuchet. Look, and
Oh.
it's actually a really impressive wooden smash of things that is actually a working trebuchet.
Like, beautifully
But
staged
there's
and
a
everything,
fruitcake-
too, yeah.
There's a fruitcake sitting on the trebuchet.
What's the mass of this
And
fruitcake?
he pulls it,
Oh.
and
He knows.
the fruitcake just goes flying through the air and nails one of the snowmen that's built on the outer side of the park.
It's
Dude.
Billy
And-
also didn't use any like nails or anything. He just used like beautiful dovetail joints
So,
at every
everybody
intersection
roll
of the wood.
charm to see if you're impressed.
Oh,
D20,
lucky for me.
please.
Yeah,
I
you
need
got
an
that.
8.
I
Thank
need
you.
a 4.
I need a D10 if that's okay.
Wow, that's everybody. Can I get a 4? I'll just flip a coin twice.
Wait.
Yeah, no, that is.
I got a
Kinda how that
7.
works.
I got a 7.
I guess you could, like...
Yeah,
flip
heads,
it from
tails.
Heads, tails
7.
would be 1 or 2.
Yeah, heads is 2.
Wow.
Heads is 2.
Okay.
Tails is 1. Wait, no, never mind. No, 0, 0. Wait.
There's
No,
no
like, you
0
have
on a
to flip
D4.
it
Tyler,
to low
what'd
or
you roll?
high. and
Yeah,
then
that's
flip it
right.
again
Lower.
for low, high.
That's true. I got 9 total.
You could actually, in that case, simulate any
You can simulate any
4,
even
D8,
roll
D12,
with,
yeah.
with a coin toss.
Yeah.
With enough coin tosses.
And
I mean,
Michael,
it's
was
all,
yours?
yeah, it's all
D20.
coins.
Basically anything that's like a multiple of...
Or if you just have a graphing calculator, you could
you
program
could
it
do
in.
a
You can do
D6.
two.
Why don't you drop that die there, buddy? Why don't you?
Hey,
why
Hey,
don't you
Michael,
let that
we're
roll
holding
call?
up the game, yeah.
I got a 3. Plus 1.
He's an
4.
athlete.
I got a
Leave him
7.
alone.
I got a
So
7.
None of you are able to mask how impressed
But hold
you
on,
are.
I got
I'd
a
say-
7.
Dude, that's pretty wizard.
I kick the wheel and I go, what a hunk of junk.
Charlie, you cannot mask how impressed
I'm
you
not
are.
masking. I just kick it and say, what a hunk of junk.
Hey, did
You know
you?
you're
doing?
impressed, Pistol.
Hey, is it?
Okay.
Hey, is it just me or
Shut
did you
up,
use
Billy.
did you use Douglas fir wood on that?
I sure
Jesus
did.
Christ.
Wow, that's pretty neat, Billy.
It's not even known for its pliability.
I
Why would
liked
you use
your
that?
I liked your Douglas fir. I liked your trees. It was really nice.
Yeah,
Before
Douglas
or
fir
after?
is the best evergreen tree to keep in your house for a long period of time in this dry arid climate.
saying that.
Yeah, I know. I saw. Hey, are you guys going to the big snowball fight at Old Man Yeager's farm later?
Depends. Are you going to be there?
Maybe.
Are you gonna have the trebuchet? Can we use the trebuchet? If
Oh, that's
Dude.
a good
Can
idea.
we use the trebuchet
Oh
against
man.
the other kids?
Okay, so right in the middle of that discussion,
I start
you're
packing
cut
snowballs
off
full of
by
rocks
the
right now.
sound of someone speaking over a microphone.
Ooh.
And you look, and the mayor of Perkins, Donna Preston, has taken the stage.
I instinctively put my hand on my heart. I'm ready to say the Pledge of Allegiance like right
The
away.
heart's on the
Yeah.
other part of your...
There's no Pledge of Allegiance at the festival.
It's on. No, you were right the first time.
I want to say that this is actually happening in the story.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on the wrong side, idiot.
Okay, anyway, so Mayor
you had
Donna
it
Penny
right
goes into
Preston,
rage mode.
Excuse me, everyone. Excuse me, and she taps on the mic. All right, everyone. So on behalf of
I
our
make a fart
community,
noise. She's like, looking at it, go... really loud in the silence.
Ryan goes.
like I was saying, on behalf of our community and everyone involved with the festival this year, I just want to thank you all for making this one of the best festivals I've ever seen in my 10 years of being mayor.
10 years.
Melanie and
Jesus.
Michael,
No
please.
term limits for small town mayors.
I guess.
Michael and Melanie, please roll brain.
Okay.
Oh,
need
my
a
brain is
D20.
20.
Oh,
For
right
you,
here.
for you to
You
calculate.
guys are both brainiacs.
Where's all your die, Tyler?
I just happened to
I
be
wasn't
more aggressive.
GMing. This is a new
Oh,
bag.
shit. Okay, this doesn't strike you as odd at all.
What'd you
It's the
get?
most
17?
normal thing you've ever heard in your life.
I got a 4.
A 4. Oh.
No.
Yeah, no, I got a
get a
17.
17,
No, I got a 17. I got
That's
a
an
4.
11.
What'd you actually
She got
I
a
got
4.
a 4.
4.
Okay, neither of you are even aware of the fact
I
that
feel like this should make me feel uncomfortable.
neither of you are at all aware of the fact that Mayor Donna Preston has said this every year for the past 10 years that she has been mayor.
I turned to Billy and I said
been
that
mayor for 10
there is
years?
no term limit for mayors of small
She's been
towns.
mayor for the last 10 years. every year for the last 10 years.
Yeah, every
So her
year.
first year, she's like, "It's great to have been here for 10 years." And people
No,
are
no,
like,
no, no. She said that this is the best.
For 10
this is
consecutive
the
years,
best.
he said that this year's the best. Yes, adversity
Those
token.
for failing?
Yeah. Melanie, you also get another one for failing.
I think I have. Did I fail this one?
We failed the last roll too,
Okay,
so
yeah, we both
we
did.
were all
that's
on it.
right. Jeez, I guess everyone goofed
Give
on
me
that
a bad
Yeah.
die.
What do I spend these on?
one. So basically, you can spend them on any roll you want if you really, really want to make sure that roll
Are these
succeeds.
adversity tokens?
Yes.
Okay, because I think I have some powers that activate via the
I think we
adversity.
all
Yes,
do.
you should have some powers.
Yeah, I got lucky. Cool. I can reroll a stat check with
Was
2 tokens.
Was punching my
That was the failure, yes.
right? But was that a combat roll?
That was a fight roll.
That
yeah.
was a fight roll, yeah.
What is it? So can I lose more than one per fail?
Sorry, what?
The rule kind of made it seem like I could lose more than -1 on the loss of a roll. Because one of my abilities says that if I lose a combat roll, I can add +3 to the negative. I still technically lose the roll, but I can reduce the loss to only -1.
Oh, because aren't there degrees of success and
Yeah.
failure in
Yeah,
this?
I think
Yeah,
so.
okay. So you can
All right, we'll
mitigate
have to remember
some
that
failure.
on the next go around. So anyway, after failing to recognize that Donna Preston maybe isn't the most sincere of mayors when it comes to
What, a
speeches like
crooked
this.
politician?
Wow, she says that every festival
she
is the
said-
best festival. Snake.
I was gonna say,
Impeach now.
She's a Republican, right?
She says, all right, so now it's time for the moment everyone's been waiting for. The way we always wrap up our festivals here in Perkins, the annual passing of the Perkins package. And everyone in crowd cheers. Billy is going nuts.
Of course he is.
Now, the Perkins
Billy,
package.
calm the fuck down.
Now,
Billy's frothing at the mouth. It's like, it's like the hepatitis.
yeah, he's just out of it. So, even Pistol, who kind of lives on the outskirts of the social hierarchy
Town.
around Perkins, and
For
Ryan,
family.
who recently got here, knows that the Perkins package is a big deal.
Is it?
The
Oh,
Perkins
the
package.
biggest package you've ever seen.
Oh no, it's a
You been to a Perkins before? It's like a Denny's, but worse.
it's a town.
We're talking about Perkins
I know.
The
College.
Perkins
Perkins
package
package.
is a special box that was used during the very first Christmas in Perkins back in 1841. Now, every year since, they have held on to the package, and they do an annual thing where they pass it around to everyone at the festival, make its way all the way up to the front where the Christmas tree is, and that's when the festival concludes. So right now, you are positioned near the back of the festival, and like everyone is in front of you. So it looks like you're going to be the first group to receive the Perkins package because it starts back here.
Okay.
And you look over and you see that there is the big banner that reads "Happy Christmas, Perkins."
Do you put anything in? Oh, happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas,
Do you put anything into the package? Is it like a time capsule?
No,
Or do
as
you
a matter
just-
of fact, the box is in a time capsule itself. Because the box is very old and has been around for a long, long time at this point, they want to preserve this piece of Perkins history. So it's encased in a plastic bubble so that people can still pass the package, so we don't have to get rid of that tradition. But at the same time, you can't actually touch the box.
Okay, good.
I want to touch the
I
box.
would be
You knew
worried.
exactly what I was going to do. The second I got
I was going to be
I was going to
ready.
open that motherfucker right
I was going to be ready.
So,
Oh, it's a Cthulhu box. Why are we passing this for Christmas?
so as everyone says, the Perkins package, everyone turns along with you to look at the back here. Right underneath the banner is the town's mail truck, and taped on the side is a big banner that reads "Santa's Sleigh" in really not the cleanest
Papyrus?
handwriting.
Is it papyrus?
You kind of wish this was a better job.
It's not written in papyrus.
It's not written in papyrus, no.
That
And
font
then-
literally didn't exist yet.
Then the doors open
yeah.
at the back, and there
was
you
a
see.
font.
And there you see Mailman Mel, the local mailman. This is his favorite part of Christmas because every year he's the one that gets to deliver the Perkins package from the town council all the way downtown, and he's the first one that gets to pass the package out.
What does
And you s-
Mailman Mel sound like?
Happy Christmas, everybody!
Okay, that's better than I
We're
expected.
going to get two voices out of this.
Yeah.
It's going to be Billy or it's going to be Mel.
So everyone
Also.
is cheering, and there's a large cardboard box, and you can see that there's like a couple of packing peanuts around, like it's just been lifted out. Like they're very careful with this
Right.
package all year round. And Mailman Mel grabs something, lifts it out, packets kind of fly all over the place, and he lifts it up, and you see the Perkins package. It looks like a large, like, plastic bubble that looks like it's been cared for pretty heavily. Like, they probably replaced that bubble several times.
Do they polish
over
that
the
package
years.
a lot?
If you look closely, like, it kind of looks like the package is made of some really old material. It looks almost like it's wood or like it's carved.
Paper or like old material. Like,
No, it looks. No, it looks very sturdy, and there's a bright red ribbon that's wrapped all around it. It's just a gorgeous sight. And Mailman Mel is like howling over his head like a Tuscan Raider, and he's just yucking it up. And he's still wearing his mailman uniform, but he has a Santa beard on.
Nice.
And everyone knows he's clean shaven, so it's very odd.
everybody knows the U.S. Postal Service is a racket. Reagan said so.
Yeah.
Thanks for agreeing with me.
And then, all of a sudden, before Mailman Mel has a time to toss the package to someone,
An eagle swoops down.
no, you hear a loud thunk. And you look closely,
It's fruitcake.
and a man in a gray suit standing behind Mailman Mel, who seemed to have gotten into the truck when he wasn't looking, has just brained him with a wrench.
Oh.
And then another man, also in a mask and a warm gray suit, has grabbed the orb out of Mailman Mel's head and shoved him out of the mail truck by the head. And as you hear Mailman Mel shout, "Ah, my noodle!" Then Penny, you notice that there's someone sitting in the driver's seat of the truck. It's another stranger in a warm gray suit and a mask.
Is this like a business suit?
Yeah,
Or like
business suit suit. So,
I quickly run. I get into the back of the mail truck.
okay, I'm going to say roll flight for that.
I
Heck yes,
throw
I
a
will roll
grenade at the
flight.
mail
I have a 1. I have a
Cast
4
magic
plus
missile
1.
at the mail truck.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna fix this problem right now.
I'm gonna sneak up and backstab.
I got a
the mail
3.
truck.
Okay, that did not cut it.
Crit.
So,
So-
but I did run really fast, right? And I was the fastest in my grade at that moment.
Yeah. So you take off for the truck, and and what do you shout at them?
Hey, you guys! There's a guy in the mail truck, and he's not supposed to be there.
Why do you sound like Sensodyne? Your name's Penny. You're just like a normal like kid, right?
Yeah, but that's kind of like a way that kids yell.
Oh, God!
So you get through. Hey, you guys! It's
Hey, you
no!
guys!
You hit the same icy patch and go sliding,
No.
and you conk right into
Fucking-
the mailbox that Mailman Mel landed right next
Fucking clown shoes.
to. Okay, there's time for Okay, guys, what do? You are the
throw my
closest to
knife
the
at
mail.
one of the tires.
Let the cops handle this.
No,
okay.
Kieran, if we don't act, the cops never will. You can't trust those pigs.
Okay, so you throw a knife at one of the tires.
Yeah.
Okay, roll for fight.
Oh my god, that's gonna be so mad if he loses his knife. Don't do that. We're
Don't worry, I won't
Okay.
lose it.
Stop.
6.
Absolutely lost that knife.
Okay, so you've got the knife and it does a good trajectory, but man, you're bad at aiming. So it goes flying.
Penny?
No, it goes nowhere near the tire, but it does go right into the cheek of one of the men standing in the back of the truck. In fact, it's the one with the wrench, and it goes in and just son of a, and the wrench hits the ground, and he grabs the doors and he slams it shut. And you hear the peeling of tires as they prepare to make their getaway with the Perkins
Isn't
package.
that like a fucking huge K-bar knife, though? Holy shit. Okay, good
Which
to
you're
know.
like not meant for throwing.
No.
Probably another reason.
It
I didn't throw it like a
did,
normal
yeah.
person would like throw it, you know? I was like, I wound it up and I threw it like a fucking softball. I'm like,
You know,
Underhanded,
you know that
yeah.
people throw knives, but you don't
I've
understand.
never actually seen it. I don't
concept.
get
Yeah.
that you're supposed to flip.
Kind of like
Yeah.
throwing a
You've
playing
heard of the
card.
I
throwing
throw
Yeah.
like a spear. My
Yeah.
So the car's about to peel away. Does anyone want to try one last thing?
Yeah, I want to try one last thing.
Okay,
throw
go
a
ahead.
grenade at it.
I'm trying to jump onto the back of the mail truck because I know that can happen. I've seen Annie like 14 times.
You've seen what 14 times?
Annie,
Annie.
the movie based on the musical.
All right. Flight, right?
Based on the book.
Yeah, he had it coming.
3.
He had, you know, Annie.
So you grab onto the back end of the car, and it starts peeling away, and immediately you realize that this is the dumbest thing you've ever done.
Yeah,
in
I
the-
hang on though. No.
You hang on.
Okay.
And you
Idiot.
get one doozy of a scraped knee for your troubles when you eventually let go. And so they peel around the corner and drive out of sight. What do you do?
Well, it's not my package.
Why didn't anybody try to memorize the license plate? Oh, we already know it because we got the post office. guy.
Maybe because we only got 3 actions and somebody took 2 of them. maybe somebody wanted to do something like that. But maybe we only got 3 actions before they left and somebody took 2 of them.
So as the team is arguing about what just happened, you
Hey!
hear a loud crunch from around the corner.
Oh, I agree. Let's go find out. Let's investigate, gang.
The entire town has seen this,
Did it bounce
right?
off?
There is a
Okay,
photo.
Yeah,
I'm going to
there's
say
like, yeah.
use brain
A
search for your
commotion.
knife.
I take a good 10 to 15
Yeah.
minutes.
Need a 6.
Oh, sorry.
I take a
I
good 10.
appreciate the offer.
I take a good 10 to 15 minutes to dress my wound because I've got a first aid kit in my backpack
Can
now.
I spend my this?
Yeah, sure.
to make-
How do you do that? How do you spend
I don't
the?
know.
It's his bully thing.
Oh, okay.
Being a big old.
Also, while you're checking out that, Michael raised a good point that the entirety of the town
plus
saw
3 is
this
6?
happening, right?
Right, everyone is running after the truck.
Okay, we're
3
okay.
plus
So
3 is
I'm
6
gonna
is
follow
ours?
the crowd,
Let's
not
see.
to be
What's the stat
outdone.
you're using for this, Chuck?
I mean, I guess
brains?
I'm probably going to get pulled along
sorry,
by the
man,
crowd.
what's
I don't
the,
have a choice.
Yeah, the ocean
The
of people.
strength.
Oh no no!
Not a
use-
strong
How do I
child.
use my adversity tokens?
Mr. Frazier,
Yes.
can I go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Yes. Go ahead.
I have 2 hot passes left. Now I just have 1.
Actually, I'm going to go to the bathroom too.
Okay. How do?
Oh, so that thing you were
Okay.
talking about before is just a
Not
thing.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want, you can burn those, and you will find your knife.
Okay. I'm gonna burn these in time.
Okay, great. You found your knife, and there's a lot of blood on it.
Ew. It's like a tooth too.
I lick it and then I like, spit it out because I realize that it's actually kind of gross. 'Cause I try and be bad at it.
Yeah, you try
I
to
saw
be-
Rambo once.
Yeah, yeah.
How am I doing, Tyler?
So what? What do I do?
How am I doing?
Oh, you're doing well. You're doing quite well,
Okay.
buddy. Yeah, it's
I
gonna
realize
be.
that my understanding of the roles is not perfect.
That's okay. The best part about that is that you're the one who understands it the best because I certainly didn't really read up on it. So
Sometime later, when I get the full version, I have time to go over it. I'd
Yeah.
like to revisit this.
no problem. We can totally do that.
Also, there's something specific about the winter one that I want to do in a further episode, and Alex has to be here for it.
Good to know. Good to know. But yeah, no, you're doing fine, buddy. Yeah, you're doing just fine.
I focus
Hurting.
more on the story bits than the rolling, since it seems like this is not the thing that you're most focused on.
That's the thing. The mechanics come secondary to the story.
Yeah.
If
Which
it's
we brought up die explosions in this game, right?
die explosions.
So let's say Charlie rolled his d6 and he got a 6.
Uh-huh.
That's an explosion. It's the highest number he can roll
it's
on
the
that die.
critical
and
kind
that
of-
means he gets to roll the die again and add the number to it.
Oh.
So
That's
if he
crazy.
rolled, let's say that he needs a 10,
Uh-huh.
but his skill is a 6. He's got a chance, right?
Yeah.
Unless he rolls a 6.
and then he gets
And
to
then
roll
he rolls
again.
again, and he gets a 5. That's 11, and he won the roll.
That's I didn't know that because I was going to try and like do something with my pellet pistol, but I only have a D4 in fight, and I was like, that's I got nothing.
Hey, Mel.
So I do have a chance, though. Is what you're saying.
So if a die explosion happens, then you do have a chance to pull that out.
cool. Good to know. Good to know. Interesting. But yeah, cool.
I put on "Hold the Line" by Toto.
On the line.
My Walkman.
Okay, great.
Love it.
So you put it on just in case after the call.
Love is no ways.
Love is nowhere.
I just like start muttering the piano like.
Right.
"Din, din, 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 din,
So
din,
just to quickly recap,
Thank
you.
so you kids were the ones that saw firsthand what happened with Mel getting brained. You had just a few moments to spare in which one of you bumbled your way to getting a skinned knee and the other knifed a person in the face. So as everyone rounds the corner, you see that the mail truck has somehow wedged its way backward into one of the alleys that leads out into the woods. And by the time everyone's able to get around to the mail truck, the men are gone.
Oh man.
And so is the Perkins package.
Oh no, what a terrible thing. Well, the cops are going to handle this.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
So
we all go home to our
So we
respective
all
homes.
go back to our
So we fast forward, let's say 20 minutes later. As a usual gang of precocious youngsters is, they stick around to see what's going on because some weird stuff has just happened in this small town where nothing ever happens.
What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening? What's
I love
Also-
Annie.
Also, I can't leave until Pistol does because we're not supposed to walk anywhere on our own because there are Satanists who will kidnap children.
That's
and-
right.
That's right. So,
They play
You guys are
Dungeons
just
and
kinda
Dragons and they eat children.
That's true, and that's why we don't play these devil games.
No, we don't play any devil games, even though they look really sweet.
So, you guys
Devil's
are
cool,
all-
and that's why you can't hang out with him. Only I can hang out with him. 'Cause I'm cool.
so you guys are all.
I
hanging
see
out
our
here.
neighbor, Mrs.
Battery.
Mrs. Thatchery, and I tell her to tell my mom that I'm hanging out with my friend Billy, and that I'm hanging out with him because his parents are getting divorced,
And she goes,
and then not to
oh,
worry.
silly. Billy doesn't have any friends.
Isn't Mr. Silvis fucking Billy's mom?
We're
Whoa.
very,
Mrs. Thatcher
we're a very
had a
blue town.
nightcap.
Yeah.
She's had a nightcap, and she's also the town gossip. And
Billy's brother?
Penny, you look over to the quavering lip. I'm 11.
Mrs. Thatcher
Aren't you?
has a flask of whiskey like upside down in her
Upended.
eggnog,
But there's-
like a
Big Mama, but like-
margarita, yeah.
And it's like going,
There's
it's
some
still
tape on the
going.
side, and it's spelling eggnog. So
BJJ Nog.
you kids are just hanging out near the truck, and you see someone walk away from the truck. It's the local sheriff and General Curmudgeon, Claire Nertz.
General Ram.
And she looks around at you four and says, God, what are you kids
A
still
lady
doing
sheriff
here?
and a
Don't you have
lady
better
mayor?
things
What
to
a
do?
progressive
And-
town.
In the 80s.
So,
No. We need better things to do.
and then Claire turns her eyes on. Oh. Kieran, would you like to explain to us why the sheriff has it out for you?
Yeah, why does the sheriff have it out for you, Kieran?
I mean, like, doesn't the sheriff kind of have it out for like our entire family? And
Because he's a Protestant.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean, yeah,
they're
we're a gang of. I mean, this is not me. This is what the sheriff says. But we're a bunch of dirty Irish papists.
Yeah. Oh, and the fact that one of
Dirty
the
Irish
Flanagans has
puppets.
gone all this time without causing a major bit of
I'm
trouble.
really suspicious.
Yeah, that makes you so suspicious.
Super
When that
suspicious.
shoe drops, she's going to have her hands full
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
So she just kind of glares at you and says, the Flanagans, I should have known.
Say, hey, shut up, pig.
What
the
did
sheriff.
you just say? Okay, hold on.
And I go,
Okay,
because
so
I don't really know any gesticulations yet. I know one bad one, but it's you put the L in your forehead.
yeah.
The shape of an L.
I do that. I'm like,
She
All right,
was
so I-
looking
So
good.
she like levels her glance at you and says, "Kid, do not think I'm too busy not to run you in for charges right now."
go frick yourself. Come on, Kieran, let's get out of here.
Okay.
Okay, so
I grab my
I'm
hand
not-
and start
okay,
running.
so here's the thing: you're about to get in serious problem with the sheriff. What are you going to do
Hey,
to
Sheriff!
get out of this?
Run.
Hey,
So you're using
Sheriff!
flight.
Hey,
Yeah.
Sheriff!
What's your flight score?
Hey,
Man,
Sheriff!
+1.
10 plus 1. Okay,
Yeah, 12
great.
+1 since I'm running with him.
Okay,
Hey,
great.
hey, Sheriff!
Sure.
Nerds are great runners.
Hey,
I have to
Sheriff!
run away
Over
from you.
9.
I have to be
Okay.
faster than you. Otherwise,
true.
I get my knob
I was
and
going to say,
bob.
otherwise you're constantly dead.
Oh no.
8.
Okay, you both succeed. So you kind of look at each other, and Pistol,
our
you
Flanagan
grab
flight mode.
Kieran by the collar.
Those famous Flanagan feet.
So
We're
Kieran
known for
grabs.
fleeing the scene of any kind of flatulation.
Pistol grabs Kieran by the collar, which he hates, and they just take off running. And Claire just, hey, you kids come! And she has
Hail.
110% had it at
Hail.
this point.
Awesome.
And so she turns to Ryan and Penny and says,
Hey, oh,
and as for you two, look, I've got enough to deal with because this town's precious little Christmas doodad has been hijacked.
She's not a believer in the Christmas spirit.
Now, I'm going to only go tell you
She's a
this
Christmas
once.
atheist.
Stay out of my way.
Grinch?
Go drink your cocoa, or have a snowball fight, or decorate a fruitcake, or whatever it is you little nerds do. But don't make this Category 5 Dookie Blizzard any worse for me than it already. Claire,
Hey.
you hear Mayor Preston say, I would like a word with you, please.
Every leader in this town is
yeah,
woman.
yeah,
And-
yeah. I stand up for some of the first time in my entire life. Yeah, you tell her, Mayor or Sheriff, Mayor.
Mayor.
The mayor is.
Mayor,
You tell her.
Mayor Preston gives you like a little half smile because things are rough right now. But she likes you. She likes your gumption.
Yeah, but now
Your
you two are
moxie.
known associates of the Flanagans, so good
Yeah,
luck.
that's so.
kind of Claire looks at you two and kind of shoots you the stank eye and then follows the mayor off. And then Billy comes up to you two. And Flanagan's, are you deciding to come back now that the sheriff is not there?
I thought we made it home and we're
Yeah,
in bed. we're in the same bed that we all
We're in
share.
bed with an alibi.
I'm going to say that you made it into the nearby alley.
No, we're in bed with Liam and Sean and Gallagher,
Patrick Jr.
Mick Gallagher,
Don't even
Patrick,
Liam.
Patrick,
Patrick
Jr.,
Jr.
Patrick the Third. There's
There's a thing.
multiple lines of Patricks.
Anyway.
That's 7, 8, 9.
Would they all be like Patrick the Third?
So you made it into the nearby alley where she promptly gave up. So do you decide to come back?
Sure.
All
Yeah,
right,
grab him by
guys.
the neck again. And we did.
All right.
Collar, yeah.
So
Come on.
Billy.
I want to go home.
So Billy comes up, still dragging his trebuchet, and says, "Guys, this is awful."
How big is this fucking trebuchet?
Like
It's like in
Yeah,
a
but
Red
like a-
Rider or
is it like a-
something.
yeah.
yeah,
I got a
he's
thing.
got
Yeah.
it in a Red Rider truck or what? Those little red wagons.
The radio
yeah.
flyer?
Yeah.
The Radio Flyer. That's
Radio
what
Flyer,
it is.
thank
Red
you.
Rider is a.
Why am I saying
Yeah.
things that I don't know? So
Because I'm influencing your
So
brain.
Billy looks around at you and he looks like he's about ready to cry and he says, "You guys, this is awful. The Perkins package is our culture. It's our holiday spirit.
Yeah, you're awful.
This is going to ruin a lot of Christmases if we don't find it." And you guys all look around, and even though Billy is a big pain in the ass, you can't help but agree with him. You see the other stragglers, the other people that have still stuck around, those who helped clean up the mess, and those who helped, get Mailman Mel to a safe place and clean them up, and they all look crestfallen. They look like how you'd imagine the Who's would when they found out all their shit was taken in the middle of the night.
Yeah, but
Like, the Perkins package is a part of this town, and if there's one thing this town has, it's their culture. So you can see that
we're
you got to save that
We're
package.
transplants from the East Coast. We're transplants from Boston. We don't give a fuck about no pretend package.
Wait, for transplants from Boston. I'm from California.
None of us are.
Are you
We have
the
no
only
connection
local,
to the
Penny?
place.
Yeah, my parents have been here miles, and my grandparents have also lived here.
So, Penny, you should probably try to convince the others that this is the right thing to do.
Hey guys, I really think we should go looking for the Perkins package because everybody thinks it's really important.
Stuff
in it.
her face in
No,
a
Roll for fight.
Bully checks her quite a bit. 6.
You
I add 3.
You reach. Can you add 3?
Lots of a combat roll. Add +3 to the negative. Oh, to the negative amount that I might get.
Yeah, that's for a rule that I'm not familiar with yet.
Oh, okay. Well, wait.
Like if you're fighting
+3
someone
bonus
else.
protecting friends. My brother's my friend.
That's not protecting him.
You're doing the opposite of protecting a friend.
From another friend.
I'm gonna say that you miss and you shove your hand into a snowman and it's really cold.
Ooh, cold.
Cool.
All right, so
I don't know
Billy
why I
Trent
did
says,
that.
"Guys, I know that we're not very close, and I know that maybe some of you don't really have as much Christmas spirit as the rest of us, but this is our town, and I think that if we go out and save that package, we wouldn't just be heroes, but we'd really go on an adventure. A real coming-of-age story full of friendship and magic and Billy! Billy, come here this instant! We're going home! But Dad, no, I'm with my friends! Billy, you come here this instant! I've not
No,
forgotten
you
what
don't
you
have
did
any
to my rucker table! To my snooker table! You're grounded! It's like, aw, rats. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I guess I gotta go, but you really should find that package. Oh, and Pistol, here I made you this handmade trebuchet, and it looks like kind of like the thing like the Assassin's Creed gauntlet,
But like a wrist rocket.
or
trebuchet.
like a wrist rocket
It
trebuchet.
breaks your
Yeah.
wrist when you shoot. It's like
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the counterweight just smacks right into
Actually, hold on. Addendum. I'm gonna
Break my
give
fingers.
Ryan the trebuchet since you already have a lot of weapons in your bag.
I do.
I do have a weapon though. I have a pistol. I have a pellet
yeah, but
pistol.
like I can kill someone with my weapon.
Oh wait,
That's
no,
true.
he likes Penny.
I
So,
can put
sorry.
Nye out with mine.
The last time, I
Penny?
promise. Yeah, he gives the handmade trebuchet to Penny.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I gotta go. Good luck. And Billy leaves,
Bye, Billy.
leaving you alone in a pretty desolate town square with a busted truck and the mayor and the sheriff arguing nearby.
Well, there goes my impetus.
And
He
it's
didn't
up-
give me any ammo. What am I
It's a
supposed to?
trebuchet. Put whatever the fuck you want in there.
And it's up to
Rocks in
you to find out what happened to the Perkins package.
I start picking up snowballs, seeing if they work in the trebuchet. They don't like kind of like.
Kind of this snow
I
mist.
don't like
coming
figure
in.
it out. I haven't figured out what I need.
Do you want to try and use the trebuchet to launch a snowball?
Piece of wood, just like flopping
I've been
around.
giving it a go. I'm just like trying. I'm just testing it out. I'm thinking
Okay.
more like a montage thing.
All right.
Just
Well,
like-
while she's doing that, my dad lets me watch crime shows, and so I'm
You're allowed
gonna
to watch Chips.
yeah.
911 emergency.
And Miami
And
Vice.
Reno 911.
Miami
Is
Vice.
Miami Vice on right now?
I have no idea. Reno 911 definitely was not. That was early mid 2000s. Archer.
The Simpsons.
Moving on, Ryan.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go look in the alleyway for clues.
All right, cool. So,
Ooh, moving the plot, you asshole.
and the rest of you,
I
what
follow,
do you do?
I
Okay.
follow, I follow.
All right.
I want to look at his cute patootie.
Now I have to go because Pistols. I can't leave Pistol.
Yeah.
Penny, how about you?
I go too.
All right, cool. So, you're all heading down the
Not a
alleyway.
consistent voice, just doing whatever I want.
I noticed.
Come on,
So you're all heading down the alleyway. It's dark. It's kind of stinky. The snow is still falling very slightly, and it's kind of an eerie sight looking down this alleyway, looking at the gaping maw of that
Roll for
truck.
fright.
Mom's gonna notice that we're gone when she eventually does a head count.
Shut up, Karen.
So you enter.
You know that Simon's just going to move places in the lineup because he looks like both of us.
All right, so you're at
Stupid
the mouth
middle
of the
child.
truck. Ryan, what do you look for?
Well, I noticed that that pistol made a guy bleed with her knife. I didn't really want to look at it at the time, but I noticed it because I don't like blood. But yeah, I want to look for like a trail of blood on the ground.
All right, I'm gonna say roll this d20.
Wow, you're pretty smart there, Ryan.
I'm super smart. Whatever.
Shut up, Ryan.
I got a 14.
Ooh, all right. So you don't find a trail of blood, but you find one of the masks.
Oh.
And you notice that there is a hole in the mask, and it's just coated in blood. So you can probably assume that the person that Pistol was able to hit with the knife took off the mask, used it to mop up their blood before they left with the package.
I say that verbatim to everyone.
Are these like ski masks?
Yeah, what kind of masks are they?
So,
Foxman?
so you're looking at the mask, and it's weird. It looks like it's a homemade mask, and you see that it's a Christmas tree with a big white X crossed through it.
Oh.
I wonder how they feel about Christmas.
Is this where the war against Christmas began? Is this ground zero of war against Christmas?
First, we come for the mugs. Then,
Packages.
then
And
happy
Christmas
holidays.
trees. Yeah.
You're done for.
All right. So yeah, I show the mask.
I
to everybody.
put the mask in my bug viewer.
I say
And you put the mask in your butt?
My bug viewer.
this could be some sort of anti-Christmas gang or a terrorist group, maybe. You know?
Okay, if they're terrorists, then
probably
we should
the
really go
commies.
home and probably call the
Might be the
cops or
communists.
the
They hate
FBI
Christmas.
or
Probably
the
the communists.
CIA. Or
You
Red
know-
Dawn just came out, right?
Here's the
So
thing,
Red Dawn
Kieran.
just did come out.
I think that
Red Dawn's a
if
little
we have to only depend on the cops for our own safety, how can we ever truly feel safe? Hillary Clinton
Who?
in the future.
Red Dawn,
I'm following her
1984.
political rise.
yeah.
I'm sure her and her husband are
Yeah,
going to
we
do
just
great
watched this.
things.
It's recent.
Christmas blockbuster.
It's on our
Oh my
mind.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're Wolverines.
Oh,
We
no.
are
Oh, no.
Wolverines.
Come on, guys. We got to get these commies. We got to get the
Get a
communists.
bandana.
Did anybody hear my Hillary Rodham Clinton?
We did.
Okay.
Sorry, I was busy thinking about Red Dawn.
Yeah.
You guys will all know about
Communists
Hillary
invaded
Clinton
school in
someday.
Idaho.
Yep.
They parachuted into a
All right,
landlocked
gang.
state.
So, would you like me to give you some options?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What do
All
we
right.
Look for footprints
Is
in
it
the snow.
original Red
So,
Dawn also set in
There's a number of
Colorado?
things you can do. It actually just
Kansas?
started snowing when the
Colorado,
festival
maybe.
began. There's not enough snow.
Okay, so it just started
Yeah.
snowing.
So here's what you can do. One,
Midwestern.
you could continue to search around the town square. One thing I'll just say,
Colorado.
Colorado.
There we go.
as my first thing as the
I'm on
DM, I
board
don't know
now.
how to organically say this. You could eavesdrop on the mayor and the sheriff having their conversation.
Okay.
You could go to Faisal's Diner. Faisal Bakri is the local. He owns the Greasy Spoon downtown, and he's really got a finger to the pulse of the town. So if anyone would kind of know about any weird happenings going on in town, he'd probably know.
Okay.
Then there's the mall. It just went in last year. It's so nice. They have an entire second level just for the food court.
Food court on the second level,
I
guys.
heard they're gonna get this crazy place called a Jamba Juice.
Nah, that's
There's
fake.
also the John Smith Middle School where you all attend school. There's
Let's eavesdrop
Old Man
on the
Yeager's.
conversation.
There's Old Man Yeager's farm where that snowball fight is happening later. By the way, Peter Old Man Yeager was the former mayor of this town, and everyone knows him as the nicest man in town.
Okay.
Or you could reconvene at your treehouse.
I think we should eavesdrop on the conversation between the mayor and the.
Okay.
That was my idea, but I also think that we might want to check in with the guy at the diner. So maybe I'll go talk to the guy at the diner
don't we all stick
with
together?
Ryan. Oh,
Maybe we should stick together. And
yeah,
not
maybe we
split the
should stick
party.
together. Let's just all go to the mayor.
Okay,
Maybe,
so
maybe if we're trying to find communists, we should talk to Penny's mom because she's a commie.
It's true.
That's true. Penny's
my mom
is
is
a
a strong
communist.
feminist warrior.
Yeah,
Yeah,
communist.
communist. A pinko commie.
oh my god.
It's the mid '80s. We're all boys.
Yeah, that's how
Well.
this works.
Well, Pistol isn't.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Close enough.
Okay, so as you
Communists not care. Might as well be a guy.
head things back, the women already have equal rights. They're just trying to bring that down.
Yeah.
So, as you move back around to the town square, you can still see the sheriff and the mayor talking over in the corner. They are sitting on a town bench with their backs to you. So, what do you do?
We sneak close to can already here without.
Alright, that's Scooby-Doo stop.
Alright, who wants to roll for, I'm going to say flight, because that's all about being able to
Let me
move
get in
yourself.
that.
I got 12.
You can do our big boy.
Alright, so do you want everyone to do sneaking?
I'll do the sneak. Actually, maybe not me sneaking.
Yeah, I'm looking at your numbers there. It's not your.
I don't want to sneak.
I don't think you can
That ain't me.
sneaking.
I'll sneak. He's doing well.
You two
So
are.
that's the 6. I'm gonna do my lucky roll and spend 2 adversity to redo this.
Okay, cool.
My lucky trait strength. That's even worse. Okay, so 4. That's what I got.
I'm going to, okay, when you do that, I'm going to say that you stick with the highest roll.
Okay, so 6.
Alright. So, let's see here. Okay, I'm going to say that you are moving very, very slowly. You can kind of hear them talking like, what's going on? What are you doing? But you're just not close enough to hear. And you know for a fact if you move any further, you're probably going to give it away. Because you have the most expensive shoes in town. And you can still hear the...
Yeah, they light up like no other.
Does anyone else with a better flight roll want to try for it?
I will give it a shot.
Alright, what's your...
D10 plus 1.
Okay.
6.
That's exactly the same as what I did.
Yeah.
I did the same thing. I mimic actually literally everything.
Okay, so you scoot
But you have a
forward,
D10 plus 1, right?
and really, you're
Yeah,
not...
so he's got a
No,
he's got a
I
7.
have
Oh, okay.
So, you are just sneaking up, you're right next to him, but you're not as interested in trying to overhear the conversation as you are trying to get close to Ryan.
Well, see, the thing is, like, in my brain, it's like trying to kill him because I think he's cool, but it's actually because I really have a crush on him.
Alright, fair.
But I haven't really processed that yet. It's still buried in my emotional cycle. I'm not quite there yet.
So slowly, you make your way there just enough, you can start to hear what they're saying, but it's just coming across like, I don't want to spend time looking for this bullshit box. Every year we keep celebrating this stupid, and then you just hear the mayor just cut her off. What happened to you? Just
Where did Christmas touch you?
Just 7 years ago, you were the one helping pass out the Perkins package. Why did you become like this? And don't say it's when Greg left you, because you turned into this long before that happened. Don't say his. And she looks over her shoulder, and she sees you. It's like, what did I tell you? To all of you. What did you What did I fucking tell you?
Seashells by the seashore!
So everyone roll for flight again to see if you can
It's
escape.
12 again.
Give me that 10.
I got it too. I got it
I
too.
got a 10.
I got a dusty dust.
I got a 7.
All right.
What happens to me, Riley?
So, What was yours again, Chuck?
4.
+1.
Okay, so
No, wait, 3+1.
Pistol, Ryan, and Kieran all take off at a breakneck pace down the alleyway, trying to get away from the mayor. Meanwhile, Penny just kind of slips and tumbles a little bit on the ice again. God, girl, get some snowshoes. Like, guys, wait for me. And the mayor is not really interested in really catching you for doing anything. He's haven't really broken any rules. But she is chasing after you, and Melanie, you're just terrified, and you're just
I'm
darting
slipping
away.
on
I would like to say, I'd like the 3 of us, when we run away in unison, we all shout Wolverines.
Wolverine!
Wolverine!
I don't know, jeez. All right, so where do you want to go next?
Well, that's a good question.
Wait, do I escape?
Yeah, you escaped, but God, you were not graceful about it.
Toward the woods.
Toward the woods, okay.
I mean, it's the only option, right?
Yeah.
I had my finest coveralls and canvas sneakers.
And we're going to have to fight the commies, so we have to set up base in the woods. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right,
We've all seen Red Dawn.
We've all seen Red Dawn. We've all seen Red Dawn.
all right. So,
I wasn't allowed to see Red Dawn.
all right.
That's just a bunch of... My mom said that it was just a bunch of capitalist propaganda perpetrated by the bourgeoisie.
Yep, that's exactly it.
All right, so you're in the woods, and from here you could
Bourgeois.
You're in the woods. You could go to a number of places. You do know that just beyond that grove over there is Old Man Yeager's farm. Snowball fights there, and you always get through this fucking snowball fight.
I think we're just really pushing this out.
I'm pushing you through literally anything right now.
So awesome.
So, Old Man Yeager's a pretty nice man. He probably has some good advice for you. Then, if you look over to the left, you see a path that goes straight down back into town, and you know that old Faisal is always helpful. He's always looking out for you. And if you look straight to the woods, you know that Kieran has a treehouse way deep in the woods, just kind of off from Old Man Yeager's farm. So you could go there to reconvene before moving on.
Let's reconvene at the treehouse. We got the home base. We got set up our home base.
I had a different idea, but I think we should go to the treehouse now because Ryan said we should go
We
to
travel
the
to home base.
Okay, so you make your way through the woods, and it's starting to get dark now.
It's all echo based.
Oh, yeah.
Echo based. Echo based.
All right, it's getting darker as you go through the trees. Does anyone happen to have a flashlight?
I do. I have a flashlight.
There we go.
Mini Kids Mag Light.
Since it's called Kids on Bikes, I assume you all have bikes.
Well, I mean, obviously.
Oh, well, my bike also has a light on it.
All right, so you're making your way through the woods.
No, in Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you do, you actually
It's-
take... There's a way you do this. You take your tires, you put them inside out. You put roofing nails through one side. You put a piece of tape underneath, and that turns them into snow tires. A little Midwestern hack for you.
Nice.
I'll remember that when I'm snowing.
Feel like you're trying to make us split our bikes.
No,
So you're making your way.
stupid, but not stupid. But yeah,
Yeah, they're actually the way bike tires work is there's the tube and then there's the tire on top.
they're separate.
Yeah.
So you make your way through the woods, and it's pretty dark out. But you've got your lights on, and you know it's a straight shot to the treehouse. And plus, just a little way past there is the farm where Old Man Yeager has a bunch of lights set up in kind of a weird football field style thing, because he knows the kids love to play snowball fights in his old barren cornfields. So it's lit enough that you can. It's lit enough that you can kind of see where it's going. He's not a farmer; he's a former mayor. Then, out of the corner of your eye, you see some shifting in the woods, and you hear the crackle of branches.
Farmer Mail.
I don't investigate it.
Chupacabra, I said. Those commies. Oh, yeah, we don't want commie, bro.
I get ready to throw my pocket
Yeah, I
knife.
take my pistol out. Take my air pistol out. I pump it as much as I can.
So you know, the alarm is like, yeah,
So then-
200 PSI.
So Tyler, you're preparing for that, right?
Yes, I'm
Okay, that'll give you a bonus on your next roll with the pistol. And then all of a sudden, out of the woods darts several, or looks like several teenagers, like upper teenagers on bicycles. And, oh no, it's the Spooky Squad.
The Spooky Squad? No!
It's a group of teens who ride bikes, and for some reason, all year long they wear Halloween masks, and it's really, really weird.
It's unnerving.
And you see at the front of the pack, oh no, it's the Henderson triplets.
The anti-bullying badge. The anti-bullying badge. I'm gonna fight him. I'm ready to fight him.
So, the Henderson triplets aren't specifically part of the Spooky Squad, but they have been known to hang out with them. And at the front of the pack, you see Terry and Tuck, the Henderson triplets, roll up with their bikes. They say, well, it isn't the Poovery. It's really bad. They're really bad at coming up with shitty bad names.
Are they?
But they're pretty good at kicking your ass and taking your lunch money. And Pistol, you actually learned from afar everything you know about bullying from these two.
Yeah, practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
I just refine the art. I draw my knife.
So what are you nerds doing out in the woods at this hour?
Hey,
Draw my knife next to it. Snap it.
you
Stop it.
guys,
Danny,
stop it.
Hey, dog, we call
Yeah, no,
It's the Henderson triplets.
you guys stop it.
Two of them because they ate the other one.
I'm the girl.
Okay, at that, Terry and Tuck just both glare daggers at you. They say, "We told you little shits to never mention Harry again!" And with that, they hitch up their bikes and they're getting ready to run you down.
I rush in front of Kieran to protect him.
Okay, cool.
Do I need to do anything? Can I slash their bike tires?
Okay, whose tires, Charlie? Are you gonna slash all of them at once like Zorro? Yeah. Because that's going to be an impossible roll.
Pull out your knife and I'll know the signal and I'll also slash tires.
Okay, I'll take one. She'll take the other.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take top. You take it.
Girl power. I also get my feminist badge,
Boingo.
which is not actually a badge, it's more like a marker.
Okay, so what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna. I see that she's like, because she has like this specific like aim she does for her knife, and I'm like, oh, she's twitching that way, and so I'm like, I'm gonna also do a cool pull out my knife and like.
You have a knife? Oh, right, your pocket knife. Alright, so roll a fight for that.
My parents
Charlie,
like dulled
roll a
it
fight for
down
that.
with my mom's knife sharpener, but like it's sharp enough.
So are you cutting the tires of Terry and Tuck's bike or some other?
Terry and Tuck's bike.
Someone else in this booth spot.
Well, we're trying to. What am I
Are they on
rolling?
the same bike?
No!
Okay.
Tandem still like tandem. What was it roll
Well, my there's the two actually.
Oh, God.
I don't know what it's for.
Why'd you let me cheat? You let me cheat. You rolled me. No, I actually
Okay,
rolled a
so-
2 and then I re-rolled it because I wanted to get a higher score, but Riley saw it and he let me take the higher roll.
Give her the one.
Oh, don't worry, I'm going to. Okay. So normally, you split open your pocket knife, and it's the nail file. And
You can take a do with it.
And like the dramatic music.
I don't
just
have a toothpick. I lost a toothpick
like,
in there.
like there's a record. Like there's a record scratch. And Pistol, as you flick out your knife, it goes. And it goes flying through the air into the dark, and you don't see where it goes. And you don't look at me still me. So,
None of this have his knife.
things are looking bad. What do you do? Now, bear in mind, fleeing in the scene is always a viable.
I just knocked over the bike. I just knocked over the bike. I kick the bike. I kick the bike over. I just kick it back. I kick the bike. Can't I use my body weight to just kick it over? Why do I have to roll for the stupid thing? I just kick over the bike.
Run like cowards.
Alright, so you kick your bikes around and you start.
I kick the bike
pedaling.
over. No, I want to kick that bike over. I'm still over here. I'm just gonna kick the bike over and then run as fast as I can.
How are you gonna
Okay,
kick
you're
the
gonna kick the bike over?
You're
Okay.
sitting on them.
We're gonna say brawn for that one, so D8.
Ooh, wait, that explodes.
Oh, it exploded for your fleet?
Yeah. Oh my God.
You never ring so fast.
22.
Oh, Jesus.
Fallen ass. Fallen oats, more like it.
So,
Wait, I get to use prepared.
right, so what do you do for that?
I'm
Yeah, you do have to have narrative
Yeah.
justification.
2. I do get on my bike though.
No. 10.
Oh, great.
I got a 10.
Alright, so Kieran flips his bike around, and as he does so, like, the math plays out in his head. He's just, like, doing the calculations. And when he just hits down on the bike, just a load of bark and twigs just sprays up into the faces of the Henderson twins, and also nearby into, like, some of the Spooky Squad's masks. The guy who has the Frankenstein mask could just go straight into the eye holes, and you're, and the Hendersons are, like, spitting bark and everything, which gives you all time to escape.
Nice.
But the Hendersons are fast on your tail, and you're biking as hard as you can. And up ahead, you see the bridge that you have to pass in order to get to
We
the.
should blow the bridge up so they can't follow us.
Can you blow the bridge out, Charlie?
I don't know. Stop for
So
suggestions.
you're paddling and they're gaining on you and gaining on you. And then all of a sudden, as you cross over the bridge, you feel like your pedals are starting to run way more smoothly than they always do. Like there's no traction at all, and where you shift gears for a second. And Pistol, you look down, and in your mad dash to escape from the Henderson triplets and the Spooky Squad, you miss the bridge entirely. But that doesn't matter because you're pedaling on air straight across the bridge. Everyone else is able to just go straight on through the bridge. You're traveling right over the gap. And at that moment, the Henderson, what the fuck? At that moment, the Henderson triplets and Spooky Squad just kind of skirt and like, okay, there must be bark in my eyes.
Like ETing across it.
You're ETing across
Oh,
it,
okay.
yes.
I thought like I was like sailing into the ravine below. Like, how did I fail to? I know where the bridge is.
And then, okay, so it's several minutes later. You've gotten deeper into the woods. You've lost the squad. So you have a time to catch your breath. You're right at the opening to the treehouse.
We should go in the treehouse and rest after this
So,
session.
are you not going to acknowledge what just happened, Charlie? Because something very, very unusual just happened.
In my mad dash, I just assumed it didn't actually happen. Lots of things play tricks on me these days.
She just got like a really good. She must have hit like a snowbird.
See that jump?
It was a really
Three
sweet
air
jump.
that time.
It's a really sweet jump.
So while the siblings are talking to each other, I look around and go, "Hey Ryan," and I like try to like lean up and kiss him like in like the end of a movie, and then I'm like,
I slung her in the arm. Hard.
"Why didn't you go for the face?
Huh?
You should go for the face."
Roll fight.
This is bullying, not
Yeah, it's pretty right.
not assault.
18.
You got dead armed hard.
Yeah. Stuck it.
All right, so you go into the treehouse, and it's
Donate. Like, you didn't even start the joke. Don't need to.
So you go to the treehouse, and it's actually pretty spiffy. You imagine that most of the Flanagan family sobered up for one evening to put this whole thing together.
I mean, it does have the whole nature.
Yeah, it's solid, and it's got
They
decorations.
made it for all 8 kids to share.
got-
one.
We didn't have a house, so we lived in here
It's
for
got
a
a
while.
Monster Squad poster up on the wall, and it's got a big stack of books in the corner that Kieran checked out from the local library. And so, basically, you're all here
They're
together.
singed on one side
You've got
because
some time to reconvene.
Pistol
So
went
what
and
do you
tried
do?
to set him on fire.
Well, yeah, sorry, I wasn't going to what your skeleton warriors came out.
1984, right?
Yeah, no, 1994.
Of course, it's skeleton.
Yeah. Jeez. All right. Okay, Wolverines.
Louis claw attack.
Wait, hey, do you guys think? I mean, we should get back to the issue, but like, do you think I could be a Wolverine too?
You're a girl. I say, understanding the irony.
There's only girl Wolverine.
Penny.
Yeah, I'm her.
Oh,
You need to.
Penny. You can be a Wolverine.
I think there were two girls.
Hi.
Yeah, I guess you can. You're not like a threat or anything.
Also, I mean, they were the Wolverines because that was their high school. Our high school was the Cougars, so shouldn't we be the Cougars?
Oh, Kieran.
They actually are the Cougars.
I read the source material.
Yeah, and you're gonna get a bonus for that later. You just gotta figure out where.
I guess
So anyway, what do we do? Let's go talk to Old Man Withers. 'Cause that was
They
it.
had to fight the commies themselves because all of their parents got put into that camp. We're not. Our parents aren't in the camp though. Our parents are fine. So like, we should go to our parents.
No, don't you see? The adults did this.
You're the problem.
All adults. Wait, I like my mom.
All right, so
She doesn't like
I'm
you.
gonna give you a bit of a lead-in. You have two options here. Either one, try to find out where they might have taken the Perkins package, or two, find out why they would have wanted to take that package in the first place.
Communists hate Christmas. Yeah, they hate America. They hate Christmas. They hate all of our values. So we should find out where they took it. Definitely. Let's find where they took it.
Okay.
I pull out my phone and I Google where it's
Um,
package.
Charlie,
No.
okay,
If you don't know where it's Perkins package,
If they took something, if they took something and they need to hide, there's only one place where you can hide in town that people aren't going to find you.
where?
4th grade, I drew a big
Yeah,
project.
It's like a mining town, but it's long.
Hey!
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah.
In 4th grade, I did a big project on the mines, and I did a whole map on the mines, and I have it in my backpack right now, and I'm writing it down that I have it in my backpack.
I snatched it. And now I have the map of the mines. Hey, look, I set this map of the mines on fire. I can read a map. I look at it quickly. We have a really hard time with the topography lines.
All right.
But it's flat. How can I tell that there's mountains?
So, we have a game.
Yeah, we're gonna locate the mines. Locate that, guys.
All right. So you guys want to make break for the mines?
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the mine and find us some zombies.
All right. So you guys gather up your things, get ready to leave, and you hear the soft crunching of snow outside.
Uh-oh, what now?
And you know what's right outside the door?
We're in a tree house. The door.
Well, it's like a hideout, like a hole. It's not like a Castle Fires and Twin Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
Twin Peaks.
Strangers. That sounds like a group of,
Sister! No, not like sister.
So what are y'all gonna do?
Oh, I have my pistol out, my air pistol ready.
Oh, my rat's next.
Point at the door. I do it like this.
Do you think it's cool? You read that? That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
All right, does anyone open the door?
No. Well, I don't.
I look at Ryan. I'm like, he probably wants to shoot something. I'm gonna open it.
All right, so
Mistake is bloodlust.
Penny steps up. She slowly opens the door. There's a reindeer outside.
Kill it!
It's a majestic creature just standing in the doorway. It's got a large tuft of gray fur right underneath its neck.
Aw.
It's like a full-grown reindeer.
Why in Montana? They don't go there.
Colorado.
Colorado, same
And
area.
as you look up,
Yeah, they're on the same.
like it's a majestic creature, and it's kind of, it's a majestic creature staring directly at Pistol with fond eyes. And you can't help but notice there's a red ribbon tied around its antler. Its left antler, to be precise.
Dad?
That's the gay antler.
Our dad's not gay. It's Billy's dad.
So there's a very majestic creature standing at your door. What do you do?
Attempt to ride it.
I know nature.
Why does it have a red ribbon?
Nature is my Jesus.
I've
So, I hold out my hands below my waist.
Put your hands up like this and go.
I'm going to say, as a scoutmaster, the deer is not threatened by you, and it knows that you mean no harm.
And I approach it.
Pistol, you say you can mount it.
Yeah.
It lets you on.
Hell yeah.
It is making a thing to
I
you.
grabbed Kieran. I don't know.
But then the deer sees the BB gun, and it doesn't like that. And it goes,
Jason.
and you kind of see it.
Ryan.
You see the ribbon twitch slightly, and the pistol lifts up out of your hand, and just floats over out of your arm's reach, and ladders to the floor. So it seems that the deer doesn't want to harm you, but it also doesn't trust you pointing a gun at it.
You should probably leave that here for now.
But it's mine. My dad gave it to me for birthday.
Be here when you get back here. I can't get a cigarette.
McGruff says no!
Yeah?
I run up to it and I go, "Oh, mother of the sun, woman of nature!" And I kiss it.
It's just like a hot blow bear in your face.
That was pretty good.
That was good. That was
Someone
good.
give me props for that.
I was paying attention.
Oh, he put his gun in and I said, don't worry, I'm the only pistol you need.
Oh, that's good. That's really
Eventually
good.
got
Got
there.
there. I tripped into that finish line.
Okay, so yeah, I leave the gun there, I suppose. Do we all get on the reindeer? Does the reindeer let
It's
us go?
only got enough room for pistol.
Okay.
I grabbed Kieran because Kieran's small. And run
Very small.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, Tommy, you can still pick up the pistol and take it with you.
I'll put it in my bag. Keep it
All
away.
right.
So it's not. Put it in my JanSport.
So what do you do now?
Okay, reindeer.
A reindeer just telepathically disarmed Ryan.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of a freak. I'm a little freak.
Take us to the where you clearly want us to go. Take us 6 reindeer.
I get on my bike, ready to go wherever this reindeer is ready to take
You
me.
hear soft humming, and you see that the ribbon is starting to like flap in the wind that is not blowing at this time. And there's a puff, like there's someone blew a handful of snow in your face. You're standing outside of the mine.
Ryan's free. Ryan's free.
Visibly free.
Ryan, chill out.
I'm chill.
Ryan, I'd like you to roll your charm to see if you actually are chill.
Where's my D20? Right there. And that shit.
If he rolls low, I'm gonna try to kiss him again.
11.
Yeah, you're chill, but you're still going. You're still pretty nonplussed about what to. Wait, no.
Chuffed but chill.
Yeah, chuffed but chill.
I look at him and I go, Brian, are you sure you're good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, Patty.
So big.
Hey, Michael, get the
I lead us into the cave.
All right. Take us down.
I pull up my kid's mini mag light.
So you go to the cave, and the reindeer follows after you, very close behind. It's okay. Well, it seems as though the reindeer has bonded with you. It's very close.
Wrong deer.
I round without the rerow.
Round the re-row. Yeah, we're familiar with that SNL sketch.
Deeper
Yeah.
into the cave. It's getting darker and darker. And all of a sudden, it's getting lighter and lighter. And there's several lanterns hanging around this large passageway. It seems like this is where the mine carts used to be set up whenever the mine was not in use. And there's tables set up all over the place.
Minecart.
There's maps of the town pasted up on the wall. There's a bench full of old books and then a couple of new-looking books. And you see there's a coat rack full of warm gray suits. And then next to that is a table full of masks just like the one you found, with a Christmas tree and the white X to it.
Anti-Christmas bastards.
Okay, great. We found their hideout. Now we should call the cops.
No, we gotta gather evidence. They might just like up and leave.
Alright, so what sort of evidence do you want to gather?
Evidence of communist manifestos.
Maps.
I want.
What's the maps?
Okay, so you look at the map of town, and you see several notations on the town. Primarily, you see a large circle in the middle of town square, and with the word, just a letter P written on it, which you assume stands for the package. You see that there's an arrow pointing to Old Man Yeager's farm, and then you see a large star drawn over the mall. Like a big triumphant star.
Turgid star next to a sickle hammer.
Just a star. Like a simple star drawn around the mall.
In the shape of a hammer and sickle.
Yeah. So it's the star around the mall, an arrow pointing to what's his name? Old Man Yeager. Yeager's place, where the ball fight, the ice ball fight is going to happen.
Where Santa is. Oh my God, they're trying to destroy
Oh no, they're going to destroy Christmas. We gotta go to the mall.
We have to go see Santa at the mall?
So if you look around, there's still a couple of things left. There is a stack of books that appear to be old journals. And there's also kind of a newish looking diary sitting nearby.
I look at the diary.
Diary, okay.
And I can read because I'm 11.
You open to a new page and it says, our plans are almost complete. We have our agents placed in all the right places. Within hours, the package will be ours. As soon as the package is ours, we'll be sending Jenkins and his crew over to Old Man Yeager's farm. And then, once we have Yeager secured, everything will fall into place. We'll reconvene at the mall, and before long, our religious liberties will be safe once again, and its war on our holiday spirit will finally come to an end. Long live the grievances. Signed, Leader Daniel.
So I go to
The mall, 'cause it sounds like we already know what's gonna happen. So
I-
we can cut them off.
I look at the first. I look at the oldest of the journals, and I see if I can read the first entry.
Okay.
Is this about Festivus? Is it Leader Jerry?
You have the different entries.
Yes, I do.
Wait, Riley has all the different entries.
All right, so you turn to one of the journals, and it appears to be an entry. It says on the cover embossed, "The Journal of Hiram Yeager, 1860 to 1869."
Mr. Yeager's farm, right?
Oh yeah.
But from decades ago. So, not Mr. Yeager that we all know and love, but maybe his descendant. Possibly someone who helped found the town.
Anti-descendant.
Okay, let's see. Melanie, roll a brains check. 8, you passed.
Nice.
So, you're aware.
I'm rolling very
that-
low.
So, in your studies, you know that two of the most important figures in the early history of the town was Obadiah Perkins, our
Yep.
founder, and Hiram Yeager, his best friend, who he worked with together when they were founding the town. So the fact that this journal is here in the middle of the mines and not in the town library implies that whoever the grievances are, they've been stealing from the library. And you know that's no good.
I think it's kind of bad.
You guys, this is a federal crime to steal from the library.
It's not a federal library.
Okay, so do you read the journal? All right. So you open up to the first page and you read the following. December 24th, 1860. Nobody's seen William since the unpleasantness after the festival last week. I remember how strangely he acted as I helped him back to his homestead. He seemed frail and haggard, as if he aged a decade in an afternoon. And that look upon his face, taut, humorless, grumpy. Have we not sung Christmas carols together as we chopped firewood just a month ago? Where did all his festive spirit go? But I guess I can understand why anyone would be crestfallen after the ruined festivities. The Oxford is in ruins, the roads still aren't clear, and Jacob has his arm broken in 4 places, so someone else will have to push the carts when the snow clears. Nobody else seems to notice the cause of the chaos, which gives me some time to get to the bottom of this. The package is integral to our town's history in more ways than just a Yuletide heirloom, and I don't want to take that from the townsfolk unless it's absolutely necessary. And then you see that the diary has a lot of water damage on it because it's been in decay for a while, which is terrible because not how you're supposed to make it look. Exactly. Here that just drives you nuts. But one more entry is clear. December 31st, 1880. Me and my foolish pride. I knew it was the package that caused these oddities, but I just had to keep prodding the bear. Now Ashton is dead, and his wife is due in 2 months. I've commissioned a craftsman from the Steamboat Springs to create a plastic see-through shell to house the package. From here on out, when the passing of the package commences, the citizens will touch the plastic and not the package itself. I've explained it away as a means to preserve the heirloom for the children's children's children. The traditionalists are irate, but understanding. As long as the package remains unmolested, save for when the shell needs replacing, I can be content. I can stand Jasper Gretchen's griping over more fatherless children any day of the week. Damn you, Obadiah. Was this the slice of heaven you promised us when we started this town? And that's all that you can read.
Wait, so the package makes people pregnant?
No. The package is doing some bad stuff.
Yeah, the package is sinister, and people who touch it, some sinister stuff happens.
Like giving the children.
Yeah, but okay, so the wife thing was kind of like tangential to the main point of that entry. Like,
As in that child's going to grow up without a father, Charlie.
Because the dad died because he touched the thing, yeah.
It's like a cancer box?
Sure, yep, that's it. Let's just go with that.
All right, gang. So, you know that something sinister is happening with the package. You know that the grievances are trying to kidnap Oman Yeager. And you know that whatever's happening, it's all going to go down at the mall later. What do you do?
Go to the mall.
let's go to the mall. Let's go to the mall.
Yeah, we should call the cops, and the cops are there to arrest him. They did the mall.
Yeah.
The cops are in on this. The cops are in on this, guys. Can't you see?
Totally. Yeah.
All right.
Can't public cops.
So,
Wolverines, cougars.
fast forward, and you're standing outside the mall. It's closed up because, you know, it's been a quiet night and everyone's been in town for the festival. So you walk through the door, and Melanie, please make a charm check.
Why?
Melanie, what's your stoke?
I fucking hate that question. I get it more often now.
And what's your stoke?
So what's your charm?
10.
Okay.
Whatever it is, you take 10 damage.
Ooh.
6.
So, Melanie, you don't even notice until it's too late, but there's an animatronic Santa standing in the doorway. As you pass by it, it operates and starts gyrating its hips in the most uncomfortable way and singing, and you are very, very upset.
At least it's not one of those Hawaiian Santas singing Meka Kaliki Maka or whatever.
Melakaliki Maka.
Meka Kaliki Maka is the
Melly.
thing to say.
It's a reference to that video you sent us. So, as you enter the mall, you
Bingo
notice
bango
that it's
longo. I don't
all
want
closed
to.
down, with the exception of
The Claires. Oh.
no, Gordon is here. He is mall,
to the Stonys.
he is mall security and also the mall Santa, which is weird because he doesn't even have any beard and he doesn't even put on the beard. Like he's not really committed to it. And
Looks like Don Knotts.
Like a standard uniform. Yeah, it's like,
Gordon is just the worst,
oh, good.
and he's asleep on the job.
Okay, good.
All right, so you're in the mall.
We
You have a
can go into
chance
stuff.
to prepare yourselves for their arrival.
All right, you do. Just let me in.
Compound bow.
Yeah, okay. Well, I was going to say marbles everywhere. Let's do a Home Alone next. Yeah, we like the fun aspect. All right, Penny, get the chewing gum. We're going to take a bunch on the floor. Then we're gonna get some remote control airplanes, radio control airplanes, and we're gonna fly them around. We're gonna fly
All of
right
them.
into their pants, and it's gonna get the remote to get all up in their underwear.
Privates.
Get them all
Right in
wedged.
their private crotches.
Yeah, and then we're gonna set up like a bunch of like toy Indians that have like the bows that for some reason we can get them to operate like fire the boats independently. So we're gonna have that happen, and then
We're gonna take a big pit filled with punchies.
yeah. All right, and you get to chewing gum. Pencil, you get to getting remote control planes going. Karen, you get to smearing poop on strikes.
So we smash cut to later, and the game.
Whole build on our faces.
Instead of that other thing.
What did you say you did?
I called the cops.
I'm chewing gum, but my jaw's really tired, and I only did like one pack.
Like an office to do that.
So we smash cut to it's a little bit later, and Crystal has found like a hockey helmet in his ring and has like a hockey stick. He could not find a compound bow. And,
Sharpen this stick into a spear.
It's a hockey stick. There's no way it's gonna fly straight.
Amenities have you got in your time?
Okay, so I still have a bunch of stuff. Mostly, I just put marbles all over the floor. That's my
You just got stuck on the marble.
yeah. I kept focusing on the marbles. I put a little too many marbles in one spot and too few in most other spots. But I also I realized halfway through I was like, oh wait, this is shoplifting technically. So
The cool side of the law.
yeah, so I just kept on the marbles because that's like the least like.
At least you can collect them all and put them back.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Ryan's thinking. He's got to maintain a safe face, you know. His dad would be pretty angry otherwise. So he did the marbles.
Mine's not old enough for him to be like intentionally shoplifting.
Yeah.
I take the olive oil
Yeah.
off of like, you know, it's like there's like a local, there's like an Italian restaurant kiosk or whatever, and I take the olive oil that's like in the self-service toppings area, and I like take that and I like spread it all over the ground too.
Okay, so you spread on the ground, opening up into the mall.
Yeah.
Kieran, how about you?
Kieran found a fencing foil and keeps making lightsaber noises as he holds it, and just like not like because he's a child, a tiny weak child, and it's like a full size like fencing foil, but he has it. He has a sword. He keeps going.
You know, let me double check. Are you still calling the police like you said?
Oh yeah, I still did, but like I also like they told us to get weapons, so I still also found the foil.
So you guys are all
I don't trust the cops.
right. So you're all perched on the escalator that's not moving right now, waiting for the cultists.
when Sheriff Claire Nerd strolls through the door. She says, God damn it! And she looks at you just burst on the stairs like a couple of small soldiers, big battles characters, getting ready to just chew ass or whatever. It's like,
Eat ass. I don't even like bubblegum.
It's Dick Kingdom. It's time to chew ass. So, Claire Nurse Lucy says, you've got 30 seconds to explain what the hell is going on here.
Okay. I can explain. We went to go to the farm and find the commies, but then there's my kids. They chased us in the treehouse, and then Pistol rode a bike across the gap, and then we found a reindeer.
Okay, that was 30 seconds exactly.
And inside the mines, we found the cultists. The cultists are coming to the farm, and they kidnapped you.
Communists.
Why did you tell her the truth? Oh, she's not gonna believe us. Why do you tell her the truth? She's not gonna believe us. I mean, why do you believe us?
And you're pulling out the blending mask?
There's like one drop of blood comes off of it.
She snatched that. Did you take this from the crime scene? No, we found it. We found it at the crime scene.
It's a different crime scene. Different crime scene.
Wait, so was it a stab?
No, it's a different one.
Okay.
Of course you're gonna think that we stole from the crime scene.
No, it's bad enough to look at a crime scene and go out and doing it police.
We're being part of the ceremony was cool.
Did you guys give the reindeer a name?
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
Randolph.
No.
I was thinking your name again.
No. You put Randolph in my head and I'm sure.
Okay, well, is that a reindeer? And she's pointing at the reindeer. It's just perched on the stairwell kind
I
of
think
thing.
that's actually it's the Deer Lord.
Dude, I told you.
Our Deer Lord and Savior.
Also, Sheriff, you're supposed to be
Hey.
Christmas language is no swear.
Shut up.
Okay.
Christmas words. Christmas words.
You hear a thud from above you at the top of the escalator.
I scramble up as fast as I can. I run all the way towards that thud, and I'm ready to catch it.
No. You turn and look, and 3 cultists are standing at the top of the escalator, poised. One of them is holding the wrench, and you can see that there's like a gauze wrapped around his new mask, and it's really awkward.
Jesse.
The guy that
James.
And in the center, dressed in another gray suit, holding in a gloved hand the Perkins package, and holding Old Man Jaeger by the back of the neck, is Gordon, the security guard.
Groudon, the Pokemon.
And he looks down with a sneer and says in a voice you've never heard him use before, "What, did you really think I was one of those idiots that cares about Christmas around here? Why do you think I didn't even bother to
Gordon,
buy
we
that
have had
stupid
no-
Santa beer?"
We've had no literary contact with you for this entire game, Gordon.
Well, maybe that's because we're still trying to iron things out with this new Dungeon Master.
I thought you just didn't put on the beard because you suck.
Look at this bad your job, Gordon.
The truth. And Jaeger's like trying to struggle, but he's gotten up in his age. Says, "Gordon, you don't know what you're doing. That package is dangerous. My descendants fought hard to." And Gordon like shoves him hard with the hand he's holding. Hiram Jaeger, the guy who wrote the journal.
Ancestors.
Sorry.
We figured this out.
Convoluted in Perkins, don't worry.
Oh, I know what
My own grandfather.
So Gordon shows us. Oh, I know exactly what I'm doing, old man. The grievances have been hunting for a tool to protect our way of life for years.
Wait, grievances.
For too long, quiet kid. For too long, we have had to deal with our civil, religious freedoms being infringed upon by all your little holidays.
Hit him in the shin, man.
But you're at the bottom of the stairs. He's at the
I've run
top.
up the top of the stairs. As you saw,
Turn it on the escalator.
He actually does turn on the
Wait,
escalator.
he's on the escalator too.
No, he's standing right at the top.
Okay.
Just running
That's
up
right.
and
Like,
down.
it takes you a couple minutes to like actually get him. Like,
Yeah. But finally, with the power of the Perkins package, I will have the power to eliminate all other holidays. No one else will be able to celebrate the holidays except us, the grievances.
Wait.
And then he whirls Peter Yeager around, and he shoves the box up against his face, like he kind of cold clocks him with it. And there's a bright glow, like it just blinks. And Yeager tumbles down the escalator and lands at your feet. And even though
He's just
That means it was going up and he was just making
it's a jungle forest carries him all the way down. So he lands at your feet, and so he was an old man, but he was still took very good care of himself. He was fit. He exercised regularly. But right now, he looks so much older and shriveled, and he almost looks like a color has drained from him. Not like he's pale, but like he's a darker shade of color than he was. No, like a lighter shade than he was originally. The color's been sucked out of him.
okay.
He's still alive.
I'm gonna run up the other escalator, the one that goes up.
It's the sheriff like a bother shooting these
No,
guys.
she's pulling out the gun and she's pointing it up at the top of the stairs. All right, put the Christmas package down. And she looks down at Old Man Yeager and says, Peter, are you all right? And he's shivering. And he can barely get out in the briefest, just coldest breath. I hate Christmas. And you know that this is the happiest man in town. And hearing him say that is haunting. And
I have
Morgan
a-
raises the box triumphantly and says, "Ha! Fitting. You're about to be destroyed by your own Christmas spirit. That's the power of the Perkins package. It sucks the Christmas spirit from out of everything around it, and it doubles back at its pure energy. Like so." And he points it towards the giant festive Christmas tree that's set up in the middle of the mall. There's a glowing light, and all of a sudden, the branches start shuddering a little and shaking. And then
Tree shake, nice. You are a custom wood stick.
a ring of holiday popcorn wreaths latches out of the tree and wraps around Ryan's neck.
Ryan.
I'm gonna stay roll.
You're making the noises. He's making the noises.
Yeah, he has to.
This is not my
Oh,
fight.
sorry.
My fight is a 6.
Actually, I'm gonna say because you paid attention to the lore earlier, and I said you'd have a bonus. Let's lose to
Wow.
Yeah, in between making my favorite noise, they'll also shout cougars.
Thank you.
Okay,
Three.
so some little beads of popcorn go flying, but the string is still taut around Ryan's neck as he gets pulled forward towards the Christmas tree.
I have a first.
Meanwhile, Gordon turns on his three cultists and says, "Well, seems like you've all outlived your usefulness." And he shoves the package against each of them in repetition, and it just sucks the life out of them, and they crumple to the floor. Cool. And then he wings around and he kind of points the box, and a brilliant beam of light shoots out of the box, sails over your heads into the lobby. And you hear,
Passing around this fucking package at Christmas. It's like a.
it's in a, Charlie.
Why were they passing it? This sounds like something
It's part of the
everybody gets
Christmas
to rub the potential cancer bites. It's fucking kryptonite.
It was in a plastic
I
bubble.
understand that it was safe in that context.
It's their culture, Charlie! So, the magic bolt zooms past everyone into the lobby, and you hear, and through the glass plating, the animatronic Santa comes busting through the door, eyes bright like coals. And he turns and looks at Penny. I hope you have
Am I up to top of these fucking stairs yet?
Okay, yeah, what do you want to do
I
now?
want to hit him in the goddamn shit with my hockey stick.
Okay, pro fight.
Doing good.
I'm gonna spend 3 to make it
10.
And do what?
to hit him in the shins.
Okay, so you kind of rush up the stairs, but they're still moving in that opposite direction. So it's hard to get up there, but you swing at just the right moment, and it hooks him. Like it grabs him right there in the butt with the hockey stick, and it yanks him, and he lands right on his butt, and he starts sliding down. But then he lashes out with a foot at you, and he does. Let's do a D10 for that. And he lands a direct hit right in your noggin, like right on your forehead. You go tumbling back down the stairs.
But at this point, since he fell, he left the package at the top of the stairs, and it's still rumbling and shaking with magic energy.
So I should probably burn that. I don't understand what the point of keeping the kryptonite.
Alright, so. Okay, I completely forgot to mention this, and this is my bad, but the reindeer, it acts as like a character that everyone gets to control. As like a powered character in this game. Wow, I really work on things here. So, I've got, let's see. So I've got right here, they're called psychic energy tokens, and you can ask the reindeer to do something, and then you expand one of these tokens. If it works, you roll, you roll 2d4, and you basically just see if it succeeds if you want to do something magical. So far it's magic, so we've established our telekinesis, short-term teleportation, and also we didn't get around to it, but that ribbon that's on its antler, it's the ribbon that came from the Perkins package. So, it can also do short-term magical blasts like that, except they're more like powerful.
Well, I would like the reindeer to make it so I'm not being strangled to death by popcorn.
Okay, so narrate what it does for you.
Okay, so it wiggles its little antlers at my the popcorn thing, and it unwraps from around my throat, and it goes back onto the tree, all nice and Christmas-like.
All right.
I goes ding.
Yeah. Nice and shiny. That's the does.
All right, that definitely succeeds.
I rush towards him
So
and I
the
try to come.
popcorn
Okay.
snaps, and it slithers back into the tree, but now the tree is still like shuddering forward.
It's scary. It's scary.
And it's waving its branches, and it looks like it's gonna mess someone up. Meanwhile, Meanwhile, the animatronic Santa is lumbering towards you, Penny. He's gonna try and grab you in a bear hug. What do you do?
I run away.
So flight.
Flight.
So that.
Wait, I don't want to flight. I challenge it to a chess competition so I can use my brains. Okay, I try to wrestle the tree
Climbs.
with my brawn.
That was the
With your
Santa.
brawn?
You're being
That was your
attacked by,
brawn.
right?
D8. Okay, fair enough.
Wait, but you're not by the tree, you're by the Santa.
I meant the Santa.
Yeah, Santa. Oh, honey. So,
Yeah.
A one!
one.
Nice.
The Santa grabs you in a bear hug, and
I enjoy it for the briefest moment because it is a hug.
yeah. But then it body drops you backwards like a professional wrestler.
No!
And you are mildly concussed because you hit the ground hard.
My dad does this, but it's usually softer.
Meanwhile, the sheriff is firing shot after shot into the tree, and branches are just flying off of it, but the tree is still making its way forward. And the package is starting to rumble and rising up in the air. And you can tell that things are going to look really badly if you don't either take care of the cultist or the package quickly.
Okay, I take out my pistol and my pellet pistol and I aim it at the package and I say, "Smile, you son of a bitch!" and I fire it
Okay.
because I just saw Jaws too.
You did see Jaws. Alright, what do you think that would be under fight?
That'd probably be fine.
Alright, and what's your fight roll again?
It's the D4, but you said I got a bonus for doing the.
That's
the
right, so
whatever.
I'm going to say, let's make it a D20. Where's the D20?
Oh, that's really nice to be.
That's super generous. He's just definitely trying to get this over with.
That's not true. I just want to shoot something. I want to use the pistol. I want to use the shotgun. 8.
What the hell am I thinking?
Hey!
So,
Christmas miracle.
So it strikes the box, and you see a crack form in the lid, and it starts firing off energy in all sorts of locations. You hear stuff breaking above you in the food court. You look to the right, and the stray bolt just flew through the door of Build-A-Bear Workshop. You can see that things are going haywire, but the package is just about ready to just go ballistic. And you look over at the reindeer, and the ribbon on its forehead is starting to like twirl like mad. So, I lost my train of thought. Sorry. The reindeer and the box are clearly connected. The magic of the reindeer's ribbon and the Perkins package are syncing up. So, what sort of last-ditch effort do you have the reindeer do, everyone?
Teleport us out, I would say. Up to
Teleport the bad guy to the bottom of the lake.
Just add insult to injury.
Yeah.
Teleport the
victory.
Okay, all of you morons decide on what you're actually
I'll put
doing.
Ryan inside me.
She doesn't even know what that means yet. There's like, yeah.
Definitely might have a magical explosion going on.
Yeah.
Look, teleport.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Not a lot of money, but we have enough.
If you were the magic explosion.
See, she's gotta have it like 10 times.
Okay, so the deer lifts its head and goes, and poof. Yeah. And all of a
Where do
sudden,
we end up?
You're just out in the parking lot of the mall.
We did it.
And through the wall, you can still see the package glowing and pulsating, and that crack is just getting wider and wider in the lid, just crackling all over the place. And you see a bolt fly out of the parking lot and hits a nearby snowman.
No!
And you see ice just starting to climb out of it.
Michael Keaton. Sorry.
But then,
Oh
but then, poof! There's a bright white light, and all the windows just explode in the entire mall. Morty, it's a disaster.
It's a great on Morty.
And a bunch of glass shards just spray all over the place. You look up, and the snowman just melts immediately, and there's a weird sort of shimmering in the air that passes through, and all of a sudden it starts to snow. And they are the brightest snowflakes you've ever seen.
That's what nuclear fallout is. Yes.
And old man Jaeger just calls to me and says, "Oh God, what happened?" Whoa! He looks around and he looks a lot better now. It seems like
Where's this too much birthday?
And then all of a sudden, the sheriff nurse starts coughing and spluttering, and she looks around and says, "What happened? Oh, why's my breath taste like alcohol? What's going on?" And she looks around, and then you remember something that the mayor said a long time ago, it seems like, earlier today. What happened with you? You used to be so festive. In fact, you carried the package that one year. So she was the curmudgeon this whole time because the Perkins package had taken her holiday spirit. But now, after the package underwent a meltdown, it seems like everything's back to normal. And throughout the town, even though no one will ever see the Perkins package again, they still feel a good sense of holiday spirit. As those bright flecks of shiny, glittering snow fall on the town of Perkins, everyone feels okay about things. They're with their family. It's the most wonderful time of year. It's January 4th.
And I still got a goddamn F on my what did you do this Christmas break?
So it's
We all of the rest of us got A's, even though like we said the same thing.
So it's an hour later, and the deputies are hauling away Gordon into the back of the car. And you look at him saying, "I fucking told you, you idiot, Festivus is not a real holiday." And you're all looking at each other, and you look around and you don't see the reindeer.
Must have exploded.
But then Pistol, you look out over the horizon, over at the woods, and you see it standing there in the trees.
That deer's
The
really
ribbon,
too.
the ribbon is still hanging. The ribbon is still hanging from its antlers, but it looks like the magic has been all sucked out of it. So it's just a regular reindeer right now, who happens to be quite bonded to you. So you know it's not the last you've seen of the reindeer as it wanders into the forest.
I renamed the reindeer Only Friend.
Nice. So, is there
Direct
any last
rip
minute
from
things you guys wanna
Armin
do before
Quest,
the
yeah.
epilogue?
I feel like the reindeer should give a thumbs up somehow.
Yeah.
I tried to kiss
Oh,
Ryan a third
also,
time. This time I succeed.
So when you wander, Pistol, when you wander over to find the
Okay, I did it.
reindeer, it's to where
Nobody
you
said
found.
no.
When you look down, it's the pocket knife you accidentally flung into the woods back when you're facing the spooky squad. Bringing it right back to you as a Christmas present.
Thank you for arming me, dear.
Okay, I want to reiterate that
Many more crimes.
I tried and succeeded at kissing Ryan.
You did?
I did.
Ryan's like, cool.
Merry Christmas, babe.
I punched Penny in the stomach.
She dies of internal
That's a
bleeding.
beauty.
I
The
vomit.
reindeer, one of the reindeers that bullied Rudolph. And so is that why you're friends with it?
Give us your money, Rudolph.
Pinocchio. That's one of the names they call him. That's all.
Any last minute goofs before we wrap this up?
No. Don't. No. If you're thinking about it, there's no good goofs.
No, there is. Still funny this time.
I got nothing. I did my joke about
Okay.
my
All right. So, we zoom out. We see the outskirts of town. We see a man. We're outside of the local hotel, which is right on the outskirts of town, and it's kind of weird that it's so far away from where everything is, but it's perfect. What are you going to do? And we see a man. The man's name is Abe Hellman. He came to town about a year ago, asking a lot of interesting questions about those kids that went missing 5 years ago. He seems to know a little more than he needs letting on, but not enough to get any answers that he came here searching for. Well, all of a sudden, he sees something fly through the sky and land in the trees right on the outskirts of the hotel. So he goes out into the woods, and he sees lying in the snow a dark gray cracked box. And as he looks at it, the lid crumbles to dust. And he makes his way slowly over there, and he lifts the box to look inside. It's a circular brass bell. And as he shifts the box, the bell does one single ring. Ding! And somewhere far, far away on this cold, cold planet of Mars, its owner hears the bell. And he's coming. Thanos.
No. Santa's coming and he will have his revenge.
Nosferatu.
And that concludes my first ever DMing run.
Yay! Good job, Riley. Happy Christmas, Riley.
Excellent. Great job, Riley. That's a lot of fun.
Virginity, Riley. Boy, did I...
Did he lose his virginity just
How'd you
now?
like it? Was it fun? Did you
It was
like it?
fun. There's definitely a lot of things I need to work on.
I hear it
making
hurts the
open-ended.
first time.
Good job with
I
that.
had a lot of story bits that we didn't get around
I
to.
could tell.
You did. You threw a couple of things in at the end, yeah.
You got it.
You threw a couple things in.
Yeah.
Those were a lot of fun, and you facilitated and allowed us to create our characters on our own, which is nice.
Yeah, I felt like you did a good job wrangling us cats. We are not the easiest role-playing group to
This is giving me a whole new level of appreciation for what you do.
Honestly, and like we're also used to having Tyler as the DM, that we just like accept that he's in charge. But I think
Yeah.
that you taking over and having as little trouble as you did was good.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
All right, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week with something else, maybe. See ya.